Hey Connor, I know this must annoy you to be getting a message from an old man after having to spend your whole day with him, but I just need to get this off my chest. I can't express in words how happy I am that this is happening. I've only known you for one day, but I've already gotten a pretty good assessment of your character. I would have never imagined in all my years that my little girl, Kate, would actually get this type of caliber of man. I mean, you really have your head screwed on straight. That's more than you can say for 90% of people out there. Everything from the way that you think about the world and your attitude towards work is impressive. You are far above your peers, and I'm not even sure a guy like you should be with a girl like Kate. Have you truly thought about whether or not this is the decision that you want to make? It's not too late to back out, you know?
Well, hey, Cole. And here I was thinking that my day wouldn't get any better. Thank you for the kind words. I'm really grateful to call you my father-in-law. Oh, wait, am I getting a little bit too ahead of myself? Maybe it's a bit too early for me to say that.
Look, officially you're not part of the family, but in my head you already are. I couldn't think of a better person that I want to marry my daughter.
Cole, that really means a lot to me. Thank you for saying that. I guess all that hard work I put into getting ready today paid off. I mean, everything from planning the schedule to what I was wearing to how I would speak has all been planned. I know it might sound weird, but I was talking to Kate about the type of guy you are and how I could best impress you. I wanted to give the best impression today.
Oh, what a bunch of nonsense. Do you think I really would have cared about what we did today? What I'm looking for is an assessment of your character. I want to see the type of person you are. I don't care about the type of activity we do. How you treat my daughter and what your lives are going to look like from this point on are all dependent on the type of man you are. What you showed me today is that I have nothing to worry about. I can send my daughter off to you and live my life at ease. She's in your hands now.
Wow, I didn't expect you to say something like this, Cole. I especially didn't expect it after one day of meeting each other. You really think I'm that great of a guy just from this one occasion together?
I certainly do. I mean, that's as long as you don't do anything to surprise me from this point on.
I don't want to act like I'm this confident guy that doesn't see what's special in himself, but I'm not too different from the average guy that's walking past you on the street.
Come on. That's a load of nonsense and you know it. You're a level above the common folk walking around. I know you don't want to admit it, but it's the truth. Take a look at this house that you brought us to today. This is the place that you intend to live with my daughter? A place like this wouldn't be cheap. And to think that you're actually taking out a loan on it. To me, that right there shows commitment and that you are willing to work hard.
Oh, okay. Well, I might have misled you about the house, to be honest. I mean, yes, it's true that I want a home for me and Kate to live in forever. We want some place that's not just the beginning, but is also an end. We weren't gonna settle for some cheap apartment and work our way up to a house like this. We wanted it straight away. Unfortunately, because of that, I've had to stick my hands into my mom's pockets. She's the one that's paying off the loan for this place. She's using the money that my dad left her in his will. Her only stipulation is that me and Kate visit her on a regular occasion, and that we pay that money back to her at some point. Something that I promised her that we can do. I've already made the calculations. I've already planned for the future. The house is as good as ours.
Well, regardless, that still shows me that you're a hard worker. I mean, you actually made a plan for this type of thing. Can you think about the number of people that just run around all willy-nilly not thinking about anything that they do? You've made a pretty big decision here, and you've thought about how it's gonna work out. That's worthy of my respect. That's very similar to the way that I think.
Is it really? If I'm being honest, when I met you today, I was getting a good impression of you, Cole. I mean, you're a really good role model. I wish I had met you earlier on in my life. The successful businessman who has sweated blood and tears just to get to the position that he's in. You must have been really passionate about what you've accomplished so far.
I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long road for me. It definitely hasn't been easy to get to this position. Not only that, but it was year after year of torment and suffering. I mean, my wife was at every step of the way. She can attest to how painful it was back then.
I gotta say, that is just absolutely amazing. I mean, your wife stuck with you throughout the whole thing, didn't she? If you ask me, that's true love right there. I don't think I'm gonna get that chance with Kate. I made sure that everything from this point on is planned and calculated. There shouldn't be any complications. There is no point where our life is gonna be thrown into turmoil. Because of that, I don't really know if we can put our love to the test.
Yeah? Well, I'm not really sure if that's the type of thing you want her to go through anyway. I mean, my wife is a different creature. She's not unfamiliar with that type of lifestyle. It wasn't a shock for her when we had to do it for all those years. Looking back on it now, I can say that I couldn't have done that with anyone else. In fact, I owe her a lot. If she wasn't there, I don't know if I would have been able to wake up the next day. All of those times that I was looking at the numbers for my businesses, those were some really painful times. It's almost traumatic to think about. I always had coffee next to me, and it felt like it never disappeared. I was constantly drinking it so I could stay awake. I remember all those times that I would fall asleep at my desk and just wake up there, not even eating breakfast and just getting back to it.
That is crazy, Cole. I had no idea that you were that type of guy. And I have to give props to your wife. I know that she would have been worried at that point in time.
Well, in some ways you can actually blame her for the type of lifestyle that I had. I mean, she was the one that was encouraging me to keep going.
What do you mean by that?
Well, my wife found me in a very interesting time in my life. I was a deadbeat. I wasn't going anywhere and I was incredibly obese. After a long day of working a job I didn't even care about, I decided to take a different route home. I passed by a diner that I've never seen before and decided to check out what they had. She was one of the waitresses there. Despite my size, she recognized me instantly.
Are you saying that she already knew who you were? That's a bit creepy, don't you think?
No, don't get the wrong impression. Allow me to explain. You see, the fact of the matter is that when I was a kid, I was quite the charmer. I didn't realize at the time, but I had a lot of eyes on me, particularly from the girls. Among those girls was my wife. She had the biggest crush on me for the longest time. Thinking back on it, she would always hang around me. She would always be in my field of vision, somehow trying to get my attention. She was such a little cutie back then. If only I had noticed sooner, maybe she would have put me on the right track earlier. I wouldn't be the fat slop she had to put up with in that diner that day.
Wow, that's crazy. So you're saying that you knew each other when you were in school together, and then you met when you were adults? That would have been such a euphoric experience. That's the beginning of how you guys got married in the first place, right? It's pretty boring compared to the story with me and Kate. The only thing special about us is that we work in the same place.
Well, look, it's not too bad if you think about it. The thing I'm glad about is you're not one of those hooligans that she met on those dating apps. Having a little friendly coffee with her in the workplace is way better than tapping away on that phone for months on end. But anyway, the story doesn't end there. Do you think she would be married to me in that state? She's got better standards. My wife was really shocked to see me at that point in my life. And in all honesty, I was a bit ashamed of it. I was incredibly large, way different from how I was when I was a little kid. She remembered me as that skinny guy that was incredibly studious and wanted to do his best at school. I was incredibly athletic, known for my prowess in track and field. Now she saw the worst of me. She saw what I had become. I have to say she wasn't impressed looking at me.
That's interesting. If that's the case, I'm wondering how she ended up marrying you then. I mean, if she wasn't attracted to you, what led up to that?
Hey, well, take a look at me now. Do I look like some fat, obese man now? I mean, I'm pretty old, but I'd like to say that I've done a good job at keeping myself in shape.
Hey, look, I'm not trying to insult you or anything. You definitely have kept yourself in shape. Your daughter told me that I should expect a really buff, tough-looking guy. She said that I shouldn't let my guard down just because you're an older guy.
Well, I'm glad you had some preparation for what you were gonna see today.
Actually, no, I didn't. I wish he would have given me a little bit more detail. I mean, I was expecting you to just be a little bit on the athletic side. I thought you were just the type of guy to go for a run on the weekends and whatnot. I didn't expect to see that tank that I saw today. I hope I'm not stepping out of line when I say this, but you are absolutely ripped for an old dude.
Hey, come on. Settle down. Don't flatter me that much.
No, wait, I'm being serious though. I mean, I was so surprised at what I saw today. You gotta tell me the secret. I mean, I've been getting into the gym myself a little bit. I don't know if I'm ever gonna reach the size that you are, but it's definitely ideal.
Yeah, well, what can I say? It's all about that consistent effort and a drive to please your wife. I know that we're at the age where we are now, but I want her to feel like she's got a catch. She's really got a prize of a man. I don't know if you've seen our photos together, but look at the smile on that woman's face. You know that there's not another man that can make her that happy.
Hey, I don't need to look at the photos to know that you guys are an amazing couple. I can see the way you guys talk to each other, the way you laugh, the way you look at each other's eyes. It's like you've been dating just yesterday. Are you trying to tell me it's been like that your whole marriage?
99% of the time, I guess. But then again, every marriage has its off days. I am telling you right now, there are days when we absolutely hate each other's guts. She really does drive me mad sometimes.
Wow, really? I can hardly believe that after that little cute display I was watching today. You guys even look cuter than me and your daughter.
It's something to brag about, I guess, but you know what? No matter what, we've managed to keep the passion alive. When I met her in that diner, I couldn't help but fall in love with her. I wanted to do whatever it took to be with her. From that point on, I got rid of my unhealthy lifestyle. Every time I saw junk food at the corner of my eye, I just ignored it. Pretended it didn't exist. I started going for runs. I hit the gym. I wanted to see her as soon as possible. I was absolutely surprised at how much I could change myself. I didn't go to that diner for weeks. I didn't talk to her at all. I was just focused on myself and trying to become who I thought she would enjoy and want to be with. I wanted her to see the new me, not that fat slob she saw at first. Then, finally, I got to the point where I thought it was time. I lost all the fat. I looked like a totally new person. People said I could throw down with a Terminator. That's how much of an impressive physique I built was. I think it was only a couple of months since I last saw her. I walked into that diner and I walked straight up to her. She couldn't believe her eyes. No words came out of her mouth. At that point, I told her that I want her to get herself ready on a Friday night, and I gave her the time too. It was in the middle of summer, but I told her that I didn't want her to wear anything too flashy. I didn't want her to be in anything revealing. I wanted her to be fully clothed. I wanted her to pretend that it was winter.
Did she actually agree to that? That seems really forward. You might have even scared her. I mean, you didn't even have a little bit of a chit-chat before you invited her out?
I didn't need to. I gave her my contact information and the location of where we were gonna meet. We didn't talk that whole time. I was there waiting for her. You could have said that I was insane for staying there. Just accept that she's not coming. She's not into you. Your efforts are for nothing. It was right at that moment where that thought whirled around in my head and I started to walk away. But I saw her walking towards me. She actually came out that night. Sweating like a pig, she clothed herself up even more than I was expecting.
Wow, that's really powerful, Cole. So you actually went on a date with her that night?
Of course we did. We're married now, aren't we? We have to start somewhere.
But hang on a minute. There's something that I'm not understanding here. You told her to dress up like it was winter, right? I can't imagine that she felt great about that. I mean, she would have been sweaty and stinky. Don't you think that was a really risky move to make on your first date? Why did you get dressed up like that in the first place?
Well, look, I knew it was summer and I knew the typical way to go out on a date. I didn't want to bore her with some boring dinner at an Italian restaurant, something that she's been going to every week. I wanted to be a guy that shows her something different that actually excites her. It was a bit of a bold move, but I took her ice skating.
Oh, wow, that's actually a really good idea. I bet she wasn't expecting that one. Now I'm starting to feel bad about how I got with Kate. I mean, I was trying to be the gentleman, work my way to her, be very slow. I actually ended up taking her to an Italian restaurant. And if I talk to her now, she says that was one of the more boring dates that we had. In fact, that restaurant that I took her to, she's already been there about 15 times.
Well, there is just a testament to how well your character is. I mean, clearly she saw something in you. She wanted to stick it out that long. I'm pretty sure your attitude at work and beliefs about what you want for your family are what won her over. Those are types of things that I taught her to actually value.
I guess I owe you some gratitude then. So how did things go with your wife? Did you have many dates after that?
We didn't need to. We had an amazing time at that ice rink. Falling over, making fun of each other, helping each other get up. I remember I was really struggling at it. She was actually a little bit better than me, and I had to get on one of those penguins to assist myself. It was an amazing night full of laughter and emotions. From that point on, we've been able to keep it alive ever since.
That is crazy, Cole. It sounds like what you have is true love. You guys have been married this long, right? You haven't had any complications along the way?
Nothing major. I don't know, it's a really beautiful thing when two people that are just right for each other finally meet. We didn't have to put much effort into keeping our relationship alive. But I'm really thankful that I met that woman. Because of her, I managed to turn my life around. I wanted to get into shape, and I wanted to build businesses all over the country. She's been my motivation for it all. Throughout all the struggles I had her in the back of my mind. I didn't want to disappoint her. It's the type of mindset that I hope you have towards my daughter.
Who would have thought that I would be getting along with my father-in-law this much on the first day? You're like an older version of myself. That's exactly the way I feel about Kate. I might not be reaching the levels of attraction that you have, but I definitely want to work hard for her. Everything from the house to me doing well at work is so that we can secure a fantastic future together. I know it's a bit early and I'm probably rushing things, but I am so confident that I could have a baby with her straight after we get married.
Wow, you're gonna give me grandchildren that early? That's gonna bring a smile to my face. I'd love to see some little version of me running around. I love Kate, but at the end of the day, I really wanted a boy. I wanted some kid that I could wrestle with, show him how to do things, show him how to be a man. But anyway, enough about me and my wife. My fantasies about being a grandfather can wait too. This should be about you. It should be about you and Kate. Are you sure that she's the one for you? What is it about my daughter that you actually like?
Well, those are some great questions, Cole, and I had a feeling that you would ask me them at some point. Look, I just look at Kate like she's a really gentle and caring soul. I can tell that she's been raised the right way. I mean, she's polite to anyone she talks to. She treats everyone equally. She doesn't look down on anyone. If you don't mind me saying, she is quite a looker. That's definitely a bonus. Usually people of her beauty tend to develop this poor attitude towards others. They usually start thinking that they're better than everyone else. But just looking at Kate, it seems that she's very pure and she doesn't care about that type of thing. When I first met her, it was incredibly attractive.
Yeah, well, being a fat slob like me, I wanted her to understand that everyone suffers at some point. They deserve our sympathy.
Well, the lesson passed on to her really well. And not only that, there are some other things I really find amazing about her. In the workplace, she's an absolute gun. She gets all the work done and she's incredibly reliable. Everyone looks up to her and aims to achieve the amount of efficiency that she's been able to. I saw the type of personality she had and how much her head was screwed on. I couldn't help but be attracted to it. So I plucked up the courage to walk over to her desk in front of everyone and invite her out. I was sure that she was going to reject me. I mean, everyone in that office has this atmosphere of wanting to go on a date with Kate, but not having the courage to do so. We were all so afraid that she's going to embarrass them in front of everyone. To my surprise, she actually accepted. She got my personal contact information.
What do you know? Good on you for having a bit of spirit.
I should have had the same attitude back then. I was scared to get overly excited. I thought she was only doing that to save my face. But she actually messaged me afterwards saying that she was waiting forever for me to talk to her.
Well, isn't that cute? If you ask me, that trumps my little proposal at the diner.
Hey, come on. I've never heard a story like that before. That was pretty legendary, to be honest. So yeah, your daughter and I have dated for a while now, always supporting each other and dreaming about what we want to do. More and more, we grew affectionate for each other, and then I finally decided to pop the question. She said yes, and we decided to get this house. Then we met you, and here we are.
It's a really beautiful thing, isn't it? I can see that you have genuine intentions with Kate. You're a good guy. I don't need to tell you twice to do a proper job in looking after her. I just hope you can handle her at her worst too.
At her worst? Well, her and I have worked for a long time now. I've seen her absolutely in the dumps at work, not able to get anything done.
I'm probably talking about something different to what you're thinking of.
Do you think so? I'd like to assume I know her really well by now.
My daughter has one little drawback. She's fabulous, don't get me wrong about that. She works hard exactly the way I told her to, and she has the charisma to boot. The only thing that gets in her way is her resilience.
Her resilience, huh? Are you trying to tell me she breaks easily?
Something like that. It takes a little trip for her to get severely injured from it. I remember all the time she got second place for something, she didn't talk to me for weeks. I think that type of behavior has persisted on even as an adult.
Well, I don't know what to say. Thanks for the heads up. I'll be on the lookout for it.
Well, you know what? You're a good guy, and I know you'll find a way to work through it together. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I've talked your ear off today. I talked your ear off at the house, and I'm also talking your ear off right now. I'm assuming that you want a little bit of a rest.
Oh, look, Cole. Don't think too much of it. It was great to talk to you. I'm glad that we can talk on common ground and understand where each other is coming from. It is really cool to have a father-in-law like you. I look forward to spending more time with you in the future.
The feeling is likewise. Just don't do anything to surprise me. I'm putting 100% faith in you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, babe! I know you're at work at the moment and I really shouldn't be spamming you with messages, but you know that thing that we were worried about recently? Well, look, I took a couple of tests and I think it's actually true! This is gonna happen!
Hey, Kate, what's going on? I'm taking over things here at work because you've been sick lately. I'm telling you, I'm really bogged down with all that stuff that's left over for us. This better be important. I don't want to be mean or anything, but with everything that we've been left with, it's gonna take a real long time to finish.
Okay, look, honey, I get it. I'm sorry! I know I left the workplace in the state it's in, and I'm distracting you now, but I just can't help but get this off my chest. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Is this about losing your period? And all the weird symptoms you've been having lately, like the nausea and puking in the toilet?
That's right! So there's only one reason that I'm excited right now, isn't there?
Oh my god! Honey, you're not being serious, are you? Is this actually happening? Can I really trust you right now?
Well, babe, take a look at the date. Is it April Fool's? Of course not! Obviously, I'm telling you the truth. We finally did it after all these years of trying! We finally pushed through, and we're gonna have a baby together!
Oh my god! This is amazing! I can't believe this! Pinch me, I have to be dreaming right now. Oh, this has gotta be a dream. It is just so different from the reality that I'm used to up until this point.
I'm not saying one word of a lie. It's all true. You're gonna be a father!
Wow, this is absolutely wonderful. This is amazing news. I am so glad that you interrupted my work. Actually, you know what? I don't know how I can feel about this. I don't even want to think about work. I just want to run home and take you in my arms and tell you how much I love you. I mean, we're actually having a child. Can you believe that?
I can, babe. I'm just as happy as you are.
This is incredible.
My God, I've never seen you this excited before. Connor, this really means a lot to you, doesn't it?
Are you kidding me? You should have expected this type of reaction. You know how much I've been wanting a family. Things are only looking up from this point on. Just think about it. We've got the house. We've got amazing jobs. You're about to get that promotion soon. Everything's gonna be smooth sailing from this point on.
I know. I know it might not seem like it, but I'm really excited about what's going to happen from now on, too.
You know what? Let's stop talking. I'll get back to work, but we need to arrange some dates. Firstly, you need to let everyone know on Facebook and all the social media that this is happening. Secondly, we need to get in touch with your dad. He doesn't have any social media, but I'm sure he would love to know about this.
Oh yeah, my dad. I wonder how he's been going lately. We haven't seen him in a long time. He's just off doing his own thing. I wonder if he's okay. He might be in a really bad place right now. It's really unlike him to stay away from us.
Hey, well, look, I don't care what's happened to him. Think about how great this news is. I mean, this is his own grandchild. He's about to become a grandfather. He's gonna be ecstatic about it. I can promise you that much.
Yeah, you have a point.
I'm sure he's absolutely gonna love this news.
Well, if that's the case, we should organize the time to go see him. How about we go this weekend?
That sounds great. I had some plans with some work colleagues and whatnot, but I'm pushing all of that aside.
Really?
I'm sorry, I love work, but at this point, everything else seems stupid but this kid and our family. It is all I can think about.
Well, hey, you better get your head back into the game. Don't forget where you are at the moment. You still have a job to do. I don't want to come back in there and have to clean up more mess than I originally left.
What? I don't get a little bit of payback considering what I'm having to do today?
Oh, is that the attitude you're going to take with me? Hey, don't forget, honey, I can always choose not to have this baby. Are you sure you want to leave that workplace in a mess the next time I come in?
You really know how to play around with me, don't you? Okay, fine. I'll make sure to put in a proper effort today. You're sick at the moment, so I want you to take care of yourself. Don't do anything strenuous. Whatever you want done today that you can't do, just leave it to me. I'll get to it when I get home. In the meantime, let's think of what we're gonna do with your dad. I think we should surprise him.
Hey, that's not such a bad idea.
We should come super early in the morning. Play a little prank on him.
Nice. It's kind of similar to what he did when I was a kid. He woke me up at the crack of dawn and bursted party crackers everywhere. It was so cool. I'll never forget that memory.
Well, you know what? We're gonna have to one-up him on that one. Let's bring the party crackers and also bring in the cake. We'll even have some music and a fanfare. He'll have no idea what is going on. Oh, I can't wait to see the smile on his face. This is gonna be something that he's never gonna forget. Okay, Kate, look, I know how you're feeling right now. I know what happened today was an absolute catastrophe. Neither you nor I could have expected something like this to happen. I know you're feeling really embarrassed and regretful for what we did, but I just need to break the silence. That was probably the coldest drive home I've had with you ever since we met each other. Someone needs to speak up about what happened. I know you must be feeling a mixture of emotions right now. You must be angry. You must be sad. You might even hate yourself. It's natural to feel this way, but I don't want you to blame yourself for what happened. We couldn't have known about it after all.
Look, Connor, I know you're trying to be a good husband and everything, but I really don't want to talk right now. There's a reason why I didn't talk to you in that car. There's a reason why I went home, shut myself in the room, and locked it. There's a reason why I haven't been able to stop myself from crying these past few hours.
I get that. I really do. Look, I just want you to know that I'm here for you. And I'm also sorry. I was the one that proposed to do what we did today. I was the one that wanted to go into that house blaring and celebrating what had just happened to us. I take full responsibility for it.
Do you think your sorry is going to cut it? Do you think your sorry fixes anything? I can't even imagine how my dad would have felt with us storming in there. I can't imagine how disrespectful it was. I can't believe you let us do something like this.
I know me saying sorry doesn't fix anything, but at the same time, I need to say it anyway.
Yeah, well, how about next time you just use your head for once? Maybe you should message him before we actually do something like that. Get in contact with him. Actually see if he's fine. I mean, we did just barge into someone's house without their permission. Don't you see how intrusive that is?
Look, honey, you're right. I get it. There are a lot of things that I could have done in this situation to avoid what happened. You're right to blame me. I understand. At the same time, have a little bit of mercy. I mean, how could I have known that something like that would happen? How could you have known? We need to be a little bit kinder to ourselves. I mean, it was a surprise after all. I thought if we messaged him beforehand, he would be alert to what we were gonna do. I thought it was a good thing that I didn't get in contact with him. But now I know that it was the worst thing that I could do.
I think my dad's gonna hate you for the rest of his life for doing that. I mean, did you see him there with my mother cradled in his arms?
I did. It only happened a couple of hours ago. I remember every little detail of it.
Do you really? Do you really remember every detail? Because I'm telling you, there's some things that I saw that I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't see my mother there, pale as snow. I wish I didn't see the various types of items that were smashed and thrown all about the house. I especially wish I didn't see the look on my father's face as we stormed in there, looking at us with utter contempt.
Okay, I'm listening to you right now. I get it. This has all been extremely traumatic. I am so sorry that we've had to experience this. I know you're taking it harshly. I can understand how you feel.
Don't sit there and try to tell me that you understand how I feel. Do you actually understand, or are you just trying to say that so you can pretend to be a good husband?
Hang on a minute. Do you think I'm actually pretending right now?
Well, why wouldn't you be? You're just doing what you think you're supposed to do. You think you're supposed to console me, make me feel better for what happened? Well, if you really care about me, you would just leave me alone.
You and I both know why I can't do that.
Well, why the hell not?
Well, look at all the years that I've known you, Kate. I've never seen you act this way before. I've never seen you so hurt by something. You can't blame me for being worried about you. You can understand why I'm trying to guide my way and talk to you, right? The type of behavior I've seen from you today is just so bizarre. It's unlike you. I'm really worried about how this is going to affect you mentally.
Yeah? Well, who's the one that just had her mother pass away? It's me, isn't it? I'm the one that has to deal with these issues, not you. So how about you just care about yourself and let me care about me? If you really want this to work out, you'll let it be that way.
Look, it's a lot more dire than you think. I can't just leave you in there to wallow in your own sadness. Think about what's at stake here. We just found out that we're having a baby. Do you understand that? Do you understand that there's this new life coming into the world? Whether or not it's going to come out healthy is all dependent on how you conduct yourself. Now, what just happened is 100% not your fault. None of us could have predicted that your mom would die. None of us would have known that your dad was in there cradling her body day after day. Who knows? Maybe it was week after week. The way that you're feeling right now is completely natural. I get that, and all I want to do is be a support for you.
Okay. Well, if you keep saying that you care about me that much, then do something that actually helps me. Just stay out of my way. Leave me alone.
You know why I can't do that. It's too risky. Think about our child. Your mental state is going to affect how it's developing in that stomach. Not only that, but we have to work. You are still very early into your pregnancy. They're going to expect you to come back in at some point. It is imperative that we fix your attitude to make sure that you're ready to come back in and be the strong, robust person that you've always been.
Are you seriously trying to get me back on the horse already? I haven't even had a couple of hours to think about what's happened. You're already trying to tell me what I should do with my life. Like, oh my God. Connor, give me a little space. I really don't want to talk about me and what I have to do. I get it. I know about the responsibilities I have. I know what type of pressure I have. I don't need you to remind me for a second time.
Okay, look, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. I was completely out of place. I should have thought about how you felt. I'm just so worried about you. I thought you needed to open up about your feelings. I'll stop harassing you about that then.
Good. It's about time you did. I swear I was this close to just bursting out of this door and telling you to shut up myself.
Can we at least talk about what happened today? I mean, fair enough. I know you don't want to talk about you and your feelings right now, but what we saw in that room was quite horrific. I'm not even related to your father, and I have to say, it affected me quite deeply. How long do you think he's been sitting in there?
I don't know. Maybe not that long.
He told us that she only died the other day, right? Okay, but do you really think that's the truth? Your dad was in a really interesting state of mind just now. I don't even know if he's being honest with himself. He probably didn't even know how much time passed as he was sitting in there. He also really loved your mother. I can imagine this is all so tough on him.
Love is a little bit of an understatement. My father absolutely adored my mother. Apart from me, my mother meant everything to him. She was his whole life. She was the one that saved him. She was the one that was motivating him to be the person that he is. Every good quality that he exhibits and shows to the world can all be attributed to my mom. She has been the main motivation for him. And now she's gone.
I know, right? I can't imagine how he's feeling right now. I think everyone experiences some level of pain in their life, but he must be under complete torture. I only wish that he had told us about this sooner. I mean, it couldn't have been healthy for him to be sitting there that whole time, just holding her as if she was alive, like she was gonna spark up soon.
Yeah. Well, if you were in his position, maybe you would understand.
You're right. I can't even imagine if that type of thing happened to you. I don't know what I would do. I'd probably do something even worse. Your dad was really angry at us for barging in on him today. But I think if it was me, I would just tell everyone to leave. I'd want to be alone with you.
Yeah, right. Don't give me that nonsense. I know you don't care about me.
Hold on a second. What did you just say?
Yeah, just look at my parents. I mean, you've seen how much those two loved each other, right? That was a true relationship there. That's what two people who are meant to be with each other look like. That's nothing like us. It's clear that you don't love me as much as my dad loved my mom.
How could you say something like that to me? That is not true at all.
Come on, don't give me that crap. You and I both know it's the truth. Take a look at all the amazing things my dad did. He met my mom and he actually lost all of his weight. He devoted 24 hours of every day just to look better for her, to attain her love. And what did he do after that? Did you think he started slacking off? Of course not. Those two finally started dating, and he didn't want to stop there. He wanted to create the appropriate foundation for them. He wanted to give my mom everything. He created businesses all over the place, basically created an empire all for my mom. If that's not true love, I don't know what is.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna sit here and deny that what he did was amazing. It really does show how much he cared about your mom. And I knew her when she was alive. She was an absolutely lovely lady. I can imagine a lot of guys falling for her when she was younger. But come on, Kate, are you really gonna sit there and say that I don't care about you in the same way?
Of course you don't. I don't see you losing that much weight to be with me. I don't see you creating a dozen different businesses just so that we can have a fantastic family for each other.
Okay, well, be as that may, I'm doing a lot of other things, aren't I? Like, think about it. I know that my mom was the one that bought this house and her name is on the loan, but I'm the one that's going to be paying all that stuff back, right? Not only that, but I've discarded all the simple, quick pleasures in life just so that I can have long-term pleasure with you. You never see me out here going to fancy restaurants all the time. You don't see me buying expensive luxury goods for myself. You don't see me going on trips to different countries every month. All of these things I could definitely do with my income, but I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing to have a fantastic future with you. To me, that is way more important. That's also true love. It matches what your father did.
Yeah, but just think about it. It's not on the same scale. Like I said before, have you done anything to change your body for me? And I mean in a drastic way. I don't mean by doing a couple of reps in the gym.
Well, look, I know your dad's story and I think it's amazing. Like, sure, if I was just some fat slob when I met you and I actually lost all that weight just to go on a date with you, I think that would be very beautiful and romantic. I'm not denying that. Then again, we met under the circumstances that we did, and I'm not regretful for it in any way. What do you want me to do? Should I purposely gain weight and then lose it all, just so that I can prove my love to you?
Look, I don't know. You would do something of equal magnitude, wouldn't you? I want you to put some more effort in for me. I want to be your everything, and I don't feel that way.
Okay, that is just ridiculous. When we met, I wasn't even in bad shape. And you know what? I'm going to the gym anyway. I'm not getting massive gains like every week, but at least I'm working towards something. You can't be happy for that?
Yeah, well, look, I don't know. I just want you to make me feel like I'm important. That's the thing I need at the end of the day. I need you to make me feel that way.
Well, that's not to say that I haven't been trying. I mean, even you have to admit that everything I've done so far has been pretty good, hasn't it? I barely spend any time to myself, and I'm always working towards our future. I mean, every promotion I get is for you. I don't even care about the money. Do you see me living it up like some big player?
I don't know, Connor. I mean, I guess you're not the worst boyfriend in the world. You're definitely not on the level of my dad, though. So, look, I don't really know what I can say. I'm sorry, I guess.
Speaking of your dad, what are we gonna do about him? He must be in such a bad way. Do you think I should just leave him alone, like you're telling me I should do to you?
Of course not. My dad's in a different situation. Who knows how long he's been sitting there with my mother. He probably needs attention. He probably needs it right now, too. If you cared about him and you cared about this family, you would actually sacrifice a little bit of your time to go see him.
Okay, well, I do have a pretty big schedule. I even booked the weekends to talk to a couple of business partners. I guess I can cancel all those just to make sure that the family's intact.
Are you kidding me? You're only going to give him a couple of weekends? I want you to basically be living there.
Are you serious right now? You want me to go and live with your dad? Do you know how far away he lives? It's gonna take me about 2 hours to get to work. I can't live there. It's just not feasible.
Oh my God. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. All of this time, I knew you were just lying to me. You kept giving me these honeyed words saying that you care about everyone when you clearly don't. You actually need to reflect it. Words are just words to me. It doesn't mean anything.
Okay, I know that you want me to take action, but even you must admit that's pretty ludicrous, right? I mean, would you enjoy traveling 2 hours to work every day?
If it meant that I was doing it for someone that I cared about, of course I would. Are you trying to say that work is more important than my dad? That it's more important than family?
Of course I'm not. But there is also a standard for what's reasonable, right? I mean, does he really need me to be there every day?
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. I don't feel like I need to tell you this, but you do realize that you're one of the only people that my dad respects, right? You're one of the only people that he enjoys having company with. If there's anyone that's going to put him back on his feet, it's going to be you. Why are you so resistant to the idea of being there with him? Are you trying to say that you faked enjoying his company or something?
No. Don't get me on the wrong foot. That's not the case at all.
Okay, well, why don't you just go over there then? Stop being such a baby and complaining about it.
Alright, look, fine. I get it. We'll start off with the weekend. I'll cancel all my meetings with the business partners and I'll start staying there on the weekends, giving him some company. If I feel like I can do weekdays, then I'll do that as well.
Oh my god. I can't believe you would say that. It's clear that you're just trying to weasel your way out of this. Just do the weekdays too. All right, fine. I guess that'll have to do. You know what? We still have a little bit of the weekend left. How about you stay in his place tonight? You can leave me alone to think about my mother. It's really hard to embrace my feelings when you just keep interrupting me.
Okay, Kate, look, I'm sorry. You have a point. Your dad's there on his own at the moment. Who knows what he's getting up to? I mean, he's a very strong, resilient man, so I can't imagine him doing anything drastic. But at the same time, you can never be sure. I'll head over there right now and I'll let you know when I come back. I love you, honey.
Yeah, Kaden.
Connor, damn it. Where the hell are you? How long am I gonna sit here waiting just because you can't hurry up and get the things I need? When you said that you wanted to come here and help me, I was expecting you to actually, help me. I didn't give you permission to drive my car so that you can be a hooligan and show it off around town. I actually expect you to do something with that car. I've given you a task and I want you to do it immediately. How long is it gonna take you?
Hey, Cole, I have to be honest. I wasn't expecting you to send me a message like that so fast. I only just left the house 5 minutes ago.
What's the rush? What do you mean, what's the rush? You may have left the house 5 minutes ago, but that's 5 minutes too late. When I say I am hungry and I need food, I need it immediately. I didn't give you that car just so that you can go on a cruise drive and enjoy yourself. So how about you just hurry up already?
What do you expect me to do? Just teleport to the shop for you or something? Oh, come on. It's only been 5 minutes. Give me a break here.
That's not the type of thing that I want to hear. Stop giving yourself excuses. When I tell you to do something, I want it to be done. I mean, weren't you that type of guy? You were giving me that impression the first time that we met. If there's something that you need to do, you just do it. You don't need to make any excuses for it. What happened to you over the years, Connor? Or are you losing your grip? Or maybe it's not that. Maybe you're just lying to me back then.
Look, I get it. You're hungry and there's an urgency here, but at the same time, criticize me within reason. I haven't even been gone that long. I'm sure you can wait a little bit longer just to get your pizza.
That's really some way to talk to a guy that just lost his wife. It's clear that you don't have any sympathy for me at all. Here I was thinking that you were family, thinking that you were an honorable man that looked out for people around him. Now I see your true colors. You're not actually a hard worker at all, are you, Connor?
I don't know about that. I'm basically working 24/7 now. I'm working throughout the weekend. I'm working when I'm here with you. I'm doing everything from your cleaning, cooking, and getting whatever you need. Now, I'm not trying to sit here and complain about it, but a little bit of appreciation would go a long way.
What do you mean, appreciation? Do you see me thanking my children because they went to school? You don't thank people for the things that are obvious.
Well, if that's the case, you're just taking what I'm doing right now for granted. You don't have any gratitude towards me at all, do you?
When you start pulling your weight around here, maybe I will.
What do you mean if I start pulling my weight? I just told you that I'm doing everything, didn't I?
Yeah, well, you could do with a little bit more oomph in you. I'm telling you right now, when I was a younger man working hard for my wife, I didn't complain about anything. I'd walk around with a stern look on my face, ready to get the task done. There wasn't one sign of weakness in me. You, on the other hand, like to whimper and sulk around the place. I mean, you get so upset about having to cook dinner for me. You make such a big deal out of it. I can only imagine that you take that attitude into the workplace. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it was in the home environment too. I hope my daughter is prepared for the type of guy she's going to spend the rest of her life with. I don't know if she's ready for children yet.
What a completely inconsiderate thing to say to me.
Did you ever think that maybe there's a reason why I'm giving you this attitude lately? Don't you think it's bizarre that a person that works this hard isn't showing a lot of enthusiasm to do your little errands? Well, the only conclusion that I can come to is that you were lying. You were lying about your values and what you were going to do with my daughter. You were lying about this future that you wanted to create with her. You were lying about having some level of respect for me too. It is the only explanation for why you're behaving like such a little brat right now. Like, think about it. If you care about anyone, you would have already gotten the food that I need. Like, here I am sitting on the couch, and I still don't have my pizza in front of me. Do you know how frustrating this is?
Okay, look, I have been coming here for a while now, putting up with your crap, Cole, and I didn't want to say anything because I knew how tenuous the situation was. But I think this has gone on for way too long. Someone needs to tell you about your behavior and why you have to stop.
What are you talking about? Are you actually going to turn the tables on me and say that this is all my fault? Are you trying to say it's my fault that I don't have a massive pizza in front of me to devour down?
What I'm going to say is that the one who has the poor attitude isn't me, Cole. It's you.
Well, that's grand. That's really grand coming from you. So you're actually going to start up on me. You're going to start on the guy that just had his wife die. Someone that he loved his whole life. Someone who meant everything to him. That's the person you're going to criticize? Some big man you are. Do you even know what position I am in right now? You would think that you would have a little bit more courtesy. The least you could do is get me a pizza. Instead of doing that, you just want to complain. You want to complain about how much of a nuisance it is to help out your father-in-law. You know what? Because you put me in such a bad mood, I expect you to get extra. You better come back here with some garlic bread, some wings, and a nice fat 2-liter bottle of soft drink for me to chug down. And you know what? I don't want any of it coming out of my account. I'm gonna be checking the number, so you better be paying for that stuff yourself.
This is just ridiculous. I have no idea who I'm talking to lately. Is this really the guy that I met all those years ago?
What are you talking about?
Well, look, you're talking to me about being surprised about me and my behavior, but let's take a look at you. I mean, I get it, fine. I don't want to be too mean about it. I understand that you're experiencing a lot of pain. Your wife died, and I know the consequences of that. But does that really give you an excuse to act this way?
Okay, then let's see you lose someone close to you. Let's see how you act towards it. I bet you're not going to be so critical of me then, are you?
Look, I know how much you loved your wife. I've lost people in my life, and I probably wasn't as attached to them as much as you were to your wife. At the same time, there's no way in hell that I would have acted in this way. I wouldn't be so mean and bitter to the people around me. I wouldn't be so emotional. I'm sure I'd be angry. I'd be sad. I'd be all sorts of emotions. But I wouldn't let that affect everyone around me. And I expected you to be better than that too. I'm not trying to look down on you right now, but you need to know this.
Do you really think that you're better than me, Connor?
Obviously, I don't. I still have a lot of respect for you. I understand that things are really tough lately and that you're not being yourself. Maybe this is a period of dark time for you and it's painful. I get it, but if I'm being honest, I thought that you would react to this in a more appropriate way. Like, think about it. The Cole that I knew was so resilient. He was always focused on something. He was always trying to better himself. He didn't want to show any weakness. I get that his wife has died now, but I didn't think he would fall this low.
What do you mean, fall this low? You're acting as if I'm some sort of failed person or something.
Well, maybe not yet, but we're definitely in the early stages of it. I mean, what the hell happened? I've only been here for a couple of weeks, and the amount of weight that you've gained in that time has been pretty dramatic. I mean, even you must wake up and look in the mirror and feel a bit sorry for yourself.
You gotta be kidding me right now. You're really gonna think that harshly of me? Don't you realize that I've had basically a lifetime of putting myself on a strict diet and doing extraneous exercises every day? You're seriously gonna tell me that I can't have some bit of a cheat, even after I've experienced something as horrible as this?
I get that, it's fine. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be doing the same thing. I was just really surprised. I honestly thought you were a lot better than that, Cole. And I'm not saying that to put you down or anything. I just thought that you were a different type of person.
Yeah, well, look, what can you expect? You and I have already talked about this, right? I mean, everything that I did was for my wife. Me creating the body, me living healthy, me making a lot of money. It was all for her. Now that she's gone, why do I have to do any of that? There's just no reason for it.
Well, can't you find some intrinsic reason for yourself? Or better yet, think about your daughter. You still have to set an example for her.
My daughter is her own adult now. She doesn't care about me. She doesn't care about what I do. Look, I'm really upset about what happened to my wife. I just need a little bit of comfort. Surely you can understand that I'm only human at the end of the day.
Look, you have a point. I know things would be rough. I can't imagine waking up one morning and seeing your wife there not moving, not responding to you. It would feel like it was a bad dream.
You don't even know the start of it. You don't know how much I wanted to believe that it was all fake, that none of it was real. I can still see her now, staring at the ceiling with those blank eyes of hers. No soul in them. The moment I saw that, I knew what was going on, but I didn't want to accept it. I continued to hold out and hope for days on end. I wasn't eating anything. I couldn't even summon the strength to stand up. All I could think about is her and just waiting for her to wake up. Even as her body was decomposing, even as it was feeling colder and colder on my hands, I knew at some point she had to wake up. She just had to. There was no way that she was going to leave me in this world on my own. Not after I did everything for her. Her and I were meant to walk out of this thing together.
I don't know what to say to you. I can see that this is all super traumatic. You're right. I need to be a little more sympathetic towards you. I'm really sorry for giving you attitude before. I'll go off and get the things that you need now.
Well, it's about time you started to see reason. Make sure you get everything I need. I don't want to see one item missing, or else there's going to be trouble. I've got your wife on speed dial. She'll know about it straight away.
Hey, honey. I'm sorry that I can't come home all the time. It's really hard to find the time to actually come home and spend time with you. As you know, I'm not only staying at your dad's on the weekends anymore. I'm there every day now. He's been taking it really hard. It's really starting to affect his personality. I mean, I kinda don't want you to see him. You're probably not gonna respect him as the dad that you always knew. The way that he's been treating me is horrible. I have to do all sorts of things for him. I know you might not believe me, but every night I stay there, I'm thinking about coming back here. I'm thinking about staying with you and our child. Anyway, I'm home now. I just spent the night looking after him, cooking his dinner and whatnot. I was hoping to see you here and spend a bit of time together, but you're not here. I'm just curious as to what's going on. You're not at work doing overtime or something, are you?
Oh my god, look at you, nosy as usual. You just can't stick to your own business, can you? How much do you want to keep tabs on me? Don't you know it's kind of creepy?
Okay, well, I don't think it was that bad just to check in and understand where my wife is at the moment. I'm just really worried about you. Like, if you're in that office, I want you to stop. I'll even go in there and finish whatever task you have left over if you need me to. I want you to take it easy. You're carrying our child at the end of the day. I don't want you to do anything that puts its development at risk.
The more I talk to you, the more you just show your true colors to me. I mean, let's just face it. You don't care about me at all, do you?
Do you really think I don't care about you? Do you really think I'd be saying everything I'm doing right now if I didn't? Come on, Kate, just tell me where you are. I know you might be a little bit angry that I haven't been seeing you lately, but let's just have this one night together. Actually, you know what? If you're out at the moment, do you think you can pick up some snacks for us? It'll be good to watch a movie and just relax like we used to,
Yeah, right. Screw your damn movie. Do you seriously think I'm gonna want to hang out with you after I've heard everything so far?
What do you mean after everything you've heard? What have you heard exactly? I haven't been doing anything wrong.
Don't act so stupid with me. You and I both know what you've been doing.
I honestly don't have any idea what you're talking about. Tell me. Tell me what you think I've been doing, because I'm telling you right now, all I've been doing is looking after your dad and working. That's all my life is. I haven't had one moment to myself. So, who has been talking to you and what have they been saying?
Well, who do you think's been talking to me? It's my dad, of course.
Your dad? Okay, well, I wonder what he's been saying then. I've been looking after him all the time.
Don't give me that nonsense. My dad says otherwise. He says that you're completely slacking off.
Are you kidding me right now? Slacking off, really? Has he been saying that?
Yeah.
In what way have I been slacking off? I've attended to his every need. I've even had to wash the man. Do you know how degrading that is? Like, think about a guy in my position and how much I have to do on a daily basis. Now I'm stooping as low as to actually be the nurse for this guy. And he's not even that old. He's not incapacitated or anything.
You really have no sympathy for other people, do you? Don't you know that people go through some hard times and they need an extra hand from the people around them? Why are you being so critical of him? Just do what you can to soothe his pains. Stop making such a big fuss about it.
Okay, look, I understand that it's not normal to be in this much pain, but I have to be honest. He has been taking it way too far. I mean, I've basically become a slave. He doesn't treat me as someone he needs to talk to. He treats me as someone who has to do things for him. I think he has a lot of anger after what happened. He feels like this world has cursed him or something, and the only person he can take it out on is me.
Okay, well, if that's the case, just be a punching bag for a little bit. I'm sure you would enjoy something like that if you were in his position.
I don't know about that. I don't think I would do anything to affect the people around me, to be honest. And besides, I've been trying to do exactly that. I'm reaching my limit here. I mean, it doesn't stop at just ordering me around. He insults me. He makes fun of me. He treats me like I'm not aware of anything, and look at what he's doing now. He's actually lying to you, saying that I've been slacking off. Anyway, enough about this. I don't want to spoil the mood for tonight. I genuinely want to have a good time together. It's been so long. Kate, do you know how much I've missed you? What exactly are you doing right now? You should come home.
Yeah. Look, no can do. I'm not coming home tonight.
What do you mean you're not coming home tonight? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, I'm busy, aren't I?
You're busy? It's about work, isn't it? I told you you don't need to do that anymore. Look, I'm gonna come to the office. I am gonna fix everything up for you. Then we're gonna come home together.
Oh my god, you're such an idiot. Of course I'm not in the office. Do you really think I want to be busy with something like that? No, I'm actually out here enjoying myself.
What is that even supposed to mean?
Well, after you showed me how judgmental you are of my dad, I can't actually tell you. I'm gonna keep it to myself.
What am I meant to take away from that, Kate? Something's going on with you, isn't it? I'm your husband, you need to tell me. I might be able to do something to help.
Yeah, right. You're just gonna look down on me like I'm some piece of crap. All because I made some silly decision.
Hey, come on. Whatever you've done can't be that bad. I know I'm pretty stressed out with helping your dad and working myself, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna do whatever I can to help you. So come on, don't be afraid to open up to me.
Fine. You really want to hear it? I'm out here drinking. I'm getting wasted like I'm 15 again.
What did you just say?
Yeah, you heard me. What are you gonna do about it? You going to go to the cops? You going to drag me home like you're my dad or something?
Okay, I thought you were doing something bad, but I didn't think it was this bad. Do you know what position you're in right now? You're about to have a baby. In what world did you think it was okay to have a drink?
Oh, here we go. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have told you. Let me guess. This is when the lecture starts, right? You're going to tell me how much of a bad person I am and how I have to consider the baby and its feelings. Well, doesn't anyone care about my feelings? Does anyone care about what I have to go through?
Why are you treating yourself like you're a victim here? Of course people care about you. Your mother just died and you're in a horrible situation. Did anyone give you the impression that they didn't? I don't know what just happened to you, Kate, but I need you to stop right now and you need to come home. In fact, tell me where you are. I'm still sober. I'll come pick you up.
Oh my god. That means I have to listen to the tantrum in person. That is just like so much of a drag. I'd rather get a spoon and start eating the puke that I vomited just a couple of minutes ago.
How much have you actually had to drink? You're at the point where you're puking? You have no idea how dangerous this is for the baby's development. Can you please just stop?
You know what, Connor? I'm sick of you talking to me that way. I'm sick of you talking to me like the only reason I exist is so I can carry this baby for you. What's going to happen when this thing is born? You're actually going to give it more attention than me, aren't you? You're going to give it so much priority. I can just see you right now. That loving, caring husband that used to be you is going to disappear. He'll just be a memory. Here comes the neglectful one. The one that won't even cuddle up next to me at night because he wants to spend time with the kid. He'll do everything with them, including sleeping with them. You'll leave your wife all alone in her bed with no one to console her.
What a load of crap. You're making assumptions right now. You have no idea what type of father I'd be. I'd be giving my attention equally to everyone.
Yeah, well, I don't really feel that way. You can't even let me have a little bit of a drink after I experience something this horrible. You want to prioritize the baby over everything else in the world.
Well, hey, I'm gonna admit that the baby is one of the most important things to me. When I found out that you were pregnant, you know what? I don't even need to explain how excited I was. You saw it for yourself. But just because I'm really eager for this baby to come out healthy doesn't mean that I don't care about you. You're still gonna be my honey at the end of the day. I don't want you to forget that.
Yeah, whatever. We'll see about that. I know you're going to ditch me. Your lies aren't convincing me otherwise.
Okay, I need to say something. I understand that it's not just your dad that's affected by the way your mother passed. I know it's gonna have an effect on you as well, but I can't help but feel like something else is going on here.
Yeah, well, that's my problem, and you have your problems. Your problem at the moment is trying to get along with my dad. I think you should focus your efforts there.
Okay, look, don't try to change the subject here. We need to address this little drinking problem of yours. I can't believe that you started drinking just because of your mother. Now I'm worried about everything else. I need to know how things are at work. I mean, I barely see you there. You and I work in different departments, and even so, just from the chatter, I've heard that you haven't been at work much. How is everything? I know they were considering you for a promotion soon. Oh, I hope you didn't screw that up.
Oh my god. Can you just, not talk about it? I really don't want to think about it any more than I already have. Look, I'm fine. Just leave me alone.
This has something to do with the promotion, doesn't it? Something happened.
Look, I told you I don't want to talk about it. Can you just leave me alone?
Kate, I'm your husband. We're not stopping this conversation until I know what is going on.
I said I'm fine.
Kate, just spit it out already. What the hell happened?
Okay, fine. Look, they didn't give me the promotion. They said I wasn't worthy.
They actually said that? Oh, look, I'm sorry, Kate. I know how hard you worked for it. Don't treat this like it's the end of the world, though. You're gonna get your second chance. This is just one promotion. You had a terrible experience recently that's affecting your performance. Just give it a little bit more time, and you're gonna get your shot again.
No, you don't understand. The thing is, they've been thinking about this for a while. They were thinking about this way before my mom passed away. Apparently, they didn't have much hope for me in the first place. There was another girl that was doing really well, someone I know. Actually, I didn't even consider her my rival. Little did I know that she was actually one of our best workers. When you look at the numbers, she can definitely get you the results. I was so surprised. My worldview shattered. Here I was walking around that office thinking I was the best, thinking I was better than everyone. Now I just feel like a piece of crap. I was actually one of the worst.
Hey, come on, don't say that. Just because you lost to some girl doesn't mean that you were the worst. You're still a great worker. I mean, you're in the position that you're in, right? That counts for something, and you need to realize that.
No, look, you just don't get it. When I say that I'm the worst, I'm actually the worst. The management and higher-ups were actually thinking about demoting me. They were saying that I had a long run of doing really well, but lately I've been slipping up. I just can't bring in the numbers that they want. That's not to say I haven't been trying. It's just that there were other people that were meeting the quota a lot better than I was, actually. With my work performance already pretty bad and the trauma of seeing my mom dead, it had its effect on me. It was inevitable that I would get that demotion.
Oh my god, honey. Are you serious right now? I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I can't believe this is happening. Look, this is just one hurdle. Think about your parents. Your dad used to talk about how there were some really rough times and that life would test them. They would go through years of pain together to see if they really loved each other. I know this is going to be really hard for you to hear, but maybe this is just a test for us. This is going to be a test to see if we can pull through. Let's look at the plus side. At least I've kept my position. We're still earning a reasonably high income. We can do this. Just trust me.
Well, isn't that just great? Here's Kate, the loser. She's so bad at her job that she actually loses it. But thankfully, she's with the amazing Connor. Oh, he can do anything. He's a superhero. He can work, look after my dad, and also support the income that I've lost. I bet you just love being in the position that you're in.
Hold on, okay, don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to say this out of arrogance. I'm trying to say that we can pull through it if you're willing to.
You know what, Connor? How about you just leave me alone? I don't think we can have a healthy conversation with each other. Every time I talk to you, I just get put in a bad mood. You never think about how I feel or how your words would affect me. You're just so selfish. I've had enough of talking with you.
Oh, come on, Kate, don't say that to me. Look, maybe I say some things to get on your nerves, but I'm just telling you the truth. I am here for you. I truly mean that.
Yeah, right. If you can't even stay a couple of weeks at my dad's without complaining about him, how are you going to deal with me? How about you do what you're supposed to do and go back and help him? If I find you in our house tonight, there's going to be trouble.
Oh, Kate, you can't be serious.
I'm dead serious. Stay away from me.
That has got to be one of the most challenging experiences I've had in my whole life. I think things are getting way too far with your dad. We need to do something about this.
Do something about what? Are you still having that shrill attitude with him? I keep telling you, you have to stop rushing him. Let him get over my mom in his own time.
Look, I know he's in pain and everything, but this is just way too far. I mean, Kate, you need to see the size of this guy. I could barely fit him in the car. I had to squish him in there, and he was complaining about how cramped it was. He told me to get a bigger car.
Yeah, right. I'm not gonna believe something as stupid as that. Don't you realize that my dad was so big about exercise? He used to participate in triathlons and everything.
Look, don't think I don't know that. Before he turned into the guy he is now, he would talk about that type of thing all the time. I've seen all the photos. He was definitely an amazing guy. But I need you to listen to me right now. It is getting really bad. He's turning out to be enormous. If we don't care about him and his health, he's gonna be the next one to go out the door. Don't you realize that the type of diet and the lifestyle he's living right now isn't healthy?
There you go again with all the judgmental stuff. You judge me for having a drink every now and then. You judge my dad for eating too much. Do you ever think that it might get on our nerves? You don't see us judging you, do you? I can't wait till something bad and horrible happens in your life. When that time comes, you're gonna know exactly how we feel And you're gonna regret the treatment that you've been giving us recently.
What is that even supposed to mean, Kate? What treatment am I giving you guys? I've been answering to his every whim, doing everything for him. I'm supporting the household for you and me. You've barely gone into work. You've been too drunk. And I have to keep reminding you that you're putting our baby at risk.
Oh my god, here we go again. You're gonna bring that up, aren't you? You know what? Screw this. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends.
Oh no, you are not. You and I both know what happens when you hang out with your friends.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do to stop me? Are you gonna put a tracker on my friend's car or something? Stop being so clingy and just handle your own situation. Leave me alone!
Kate, if this keeps going at this pace, you and I can't stay together for long. Don't you realize that? I'm telling you right now, don't put our baby's life at risk. Don't you dare go out tonight. Kate? This has got to be a joke, right? I mean, this must be some practical prank. It can't be what I think happened. Maybe they screwed up something at the bank or something. There is no way that the digit I'm looking at is true.
What are you talking about right now? Do you know how much of a bad mood I am in lately? I don't want you annoying me with this cryptic talk that you're giving me.
Don't talk to me about being annoyed, Cole. I have every right to talk the way that I want to right now. I need you to answer me a very simple question. Exactly how much have you been spending on Uber Eats this week? Don't lie.
Oh, just a little bit here and there. Why should it matter to you?
It matters to me because the number that I'm looking at here must be false or something. I mean, it says Uber Eats, but it's just so expensive that I can't believe it's actually true.
Spit it out then. How much is it?
I am looking at a little bit over $1,000 that has been spent on food in the past week alone.
Oh, really? Only $1,000? I was hoping to break the $2,000 mark. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself.
Cole?
What?
In what world did you think that was okay to do? That was my money. What did you eat?
Yeah, well, what did you expect? If you don't want to come over here and actually cook for me, then that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm forced to do it, basically.
Are you seriously giving me that argument? Between you and my wife, I'm stretched thin as it is. I have to stop you from becoming obese and actually putting your own business at risk. And I have to stop my wife from pretty much killing our baby. I'm at my wit's end here. I don't know what to do with you people.
Yeah, well, if you're having such a bad time about it, how about you just leave, huh? How about you just get a divorce? Leave us alone.
So, is that the way it's gonna be then? The guy who had all this respect for me, the guy that was so pleased with someone like me marrying his daughter, is now telling me to get a divorce with her?
Yeah, well, the moment you showed me that you have no care for this family and its members, I've stopped thinking in that way. You only have yourself to blame. If you just had your head screwed on properly, it wouldn't have turned out this way.
This is coming from the guy that spent all those years trying to fix himself and that ended up turning himself into a giant stack of pancakes.
What the hell did you just call me?
You know what? Fine. You win. I am getting a divorce. I can't do anything about you people. If I have to put up with you as a family member, then I'm just gonna have to walk away. I don't really know what to do about my wife. Nothing I do is putting her on the right track.
Well, I'm glad something good is happening for once. While you're at it, you can give us that house.
Are you kidding me right now? You think you really have the rights to that house?
Of course we do. Who's the one that's carrying a baby inside them? Who's gonna need that house the most? It's your wife, isn't it? So do the proper thing and step away.
Whatever. Fine. Have it your way. You're gonna regret this, though. I can promise you that much.
You absolute brat! What the hell is your mom doing with that house? Why is she charging so much for this place?
What are you talking about, Cole?
I'm talking about the ridiculous rent that you're making us pay for this place. I mean, what do you think we are, millionaires or something?
Well, I kinda did, to be honest. Look at you, the man who's worked hard his whole life and was so proud of those businesses. You were making a lot of money from them, right?
I mean, that was way back when I was actually in charge of everything. Now that I'm an older man and I don't have the energy to manage them, most of my businesses are falling apart. They're crumbling before my eyes. I'm not earning any income. Then there's Kate. What am I meant to do about her? She's gonna get fired soon. They said that she keeps turning up to work drunk and she's out of control, being abusive to everyone. Especially to some girl that beat her in some sort of competition. I don't know much about the details, but we don't have an income.
You know what? I have to say that I pretty much predicted as much would happen. I'm not going to do anything about it, though. Enjoy struggling amongst yourselves.
Now, just you wait a minute. Don't you dare give me that attitude. You have a responsibility. This is your kid we're talking about. We're family.
Not anymore. Don't worry, when Kate gives birth to that kid, I'll pay for the child support and everything. I'll even visit. But there is no way I'm going to associate with a family like yours. I'm going to tell my mom to keep charging the rent that she does. In fact, let's see if we can get a little bit more from that place.
Oh, you little...
I found it really sad what happened to those two. Cole and Kate were really such good people. When I met Kate, nothing could stop her. I never met a woman like her. She was great at everything. I mean, sure, there were a couple of times where I noticed her slipping. I could tell that she didn't take loss too easily. I guess passing up that promotion at work really affected her. I mean, she honestly took a turn for the worst. She wasn't even that much of a heavy drinker before. Now it's the only excitement that she has in her life. The Cole that I knew also wouldn't let something like this happen. He always had this vibrant and positive attitude. He was honestly a massive inspiration for me. The image of him there, cackling and still enjoying his wife's company, was something I admired. Something I really wanted to have with Kate someday. But now, after I've seen what's happened after that special person passes away, I can see it's not as great as I thought. It's a double-edged sword with a very sharp edge. To be so attached to someone, to have someone be so important in your life that when they're gone, everything just falls apart. You just turn into this vile creature that is detested by everyone. I honestly didn't want to become like that, and I took this as a life lesson. The two of them from that point on were suffering under the rent that we were charging them. They treated me horribly, and they had no care for the baby. I even expected Cole to say something to Kate about her drinking, but he seemed to only care about himself and what he could eat that day. They tried to live in that house together, but because of Kate's alcohol abuse, she started to become really belligerent. I was tough at first, but decided that I didn't want to be too mean to them, so I suggested that they move out and find an apartment together. Especially with the fact that Kate had my child. A couple of months passed, and it was coming up to the period where they predicted that she would give birth. There was a little part of me that was excited, but also scared about what I'd be seeing. As expected, with all of her alcohol abuse that she was engaging in, and also the stress from the household, she wasn't able to give birth to the baby. She took that quite harshly, and she took to the drink even harsher. I was also down in the dumps after hearing that. There was a little part of me that was excited to have a kid. But then again, there was a part of me that was relieved. If there was some miracle where that kid actually survived that, who knows how much it would have been set back for life. I hope she learned her lesson from that. As for me, on the other hand, I don't want to take my experience with those two seriously. It's definitely unfortunate that what had happened. I lost a girl that I was really excited to spend the rest of my life with. The image of the type of man that I wanted to be was also ruined. But at the same time, I still remember that guy I met on that first day. The man that I had mutual respect for, and he also respected me too. I am still going to be the type of person I strive to be. I'm not sure if I'm going to be ready for a family at some point, but I'm just going to breeze through life and see who comes along. It's going to be a tough journey, and I don't know if there's someone out there for me. I'm not going to be like Cole and have an amazing woman next to me, bruising through it with me. I am going to do it all on my own. That is, unless someone actually wants to join that ride with me.
Now, Grace. As long as you're okay, then we'll always be okay too. Whatever you do and whatever you choose in life, we want to be there with you, supporting you every step of the way. And while I still mean all of that, as your mom, I would much rather you take a much more comfortable path in life rather than having to worry about you all the time. You must remember, We are still your parents after all, and you are still our daughter. It's just because we care so much about you is all. I know. I totally understand what you're saying. I really do. I even understand everything about why you opposed our marriage to begin with. But even so, would it kill you to just trust and believe in me just this once? Is it too much to ask? Grace, I get where you're coming from. You've already decided the date on which you'll get married and when you'll finally integrate yourself as part of his family. But it hasn't even been a month yet since the passing of Simon's father. It's not very long at all. Shouldn't you be thinking about spending a little longer here to give them some more time to mourn? At least just for a little while, huh? For now, just postpone the wedding a little longer, and then while you're here, you can think about this all again a bit harder, okay? This isn't about me thoughtlessly opposing your marriage, you know. I just want you to think carefully about this and the decision you're making. I understand he's somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with, but considering that, you really must think carefully about the future. That's all well and good saying that, Mom, but Simon doesn't want to postpone this any longer. His mom feels the same way about this too. Unfortunately, as you're already well aware, when Simon's dad was still alive, he ended up getting himself into a huge amount of debt due to the greed of his businesses. So if I'm honest, I also worry a lot about how much that kind of stuff is going to affect me in the future too. So I get why you're worried. But you know, they said that through the money they received from his life insurance, it's more than enough to settle whatever debts still remain. Simon's mom even assured me in person that she'll make sure to see that it all gets paid off herself. So really, Mom, there's no need to be worrying about anything from now on, okay? You've just got to trust me a little, okay, Mom? Things will work themselves out just as they are. So just give it a chance, please. Well, I guess you're really sure about this. And you're certain that everything will be okay. Then it should be fine for me to let you go ahead with all this, right? Your old mom just doesn't think she'd be able to live with herself if you end up going through some terrible struggles because of all this. Please, Mom, stop worrying. Simon, he's not the kind of guy to make that happen. He'd never make me suffer for any reason whatsoever. Okay, fine. Seeing as you're so determined and set on this, I promise to support you fully from now on. But even so, if in the slight chance you are having a hard time or any troubles, or even need a bit of help, promise you'll reach out to me or your dad, okay? You must promise. Whatever happens, we are always on your side, Grace. Of course, Mom. I promise. Thank you so much for understanding. You'll see just how fine everything is going to be soon. Here you go, guys. One for each of you. It's a wedding invitation. The design is so cute, right? It looks so much better than it did on the website. Whoa. So it's really happening then? I never thought I'd see the day Grace Thomas would get married. I mean, I always thought you guys would break up, so... Right? I thought the exact same thing. Seeing how much your mom and dad were so against all of this, I'm surprised it's actually happening. Yeah, it was pretty hard to convince them to let me go through with this, but once they realized how happy I'd be, there was no way they were going to say no. I mean, that's great and all, and I am really happy for you. Truly. But is it really going to be okay for you to get married considering how many times your parents told you not to? Plus, I heard something about Simon's dad leaving behind nothing but a pile of debt for his family to deal with. Well, I mean, that's not entirely wrong, but it's all worked out now, so everything's fine. There really isn't anything to worry about at all. Yeah, I get that you're earning more than enough money now, and you're such a frugal person that there shouldn't be any problems, but... It was you that prepared the house, right? And you've already fitted it with all the furniture that you guys might need. But what has your soon-to-be husband done on his part? Oh, come on now. If it's all already sorted, then it's not his problem. He doesn't have to do anything if it's all there. As long as we live happily together and he takes care of me, then that's all I need. Really? It's always the ones that convince themselves that everything will be okay that don't really understand anything about the way the world works. Just make sure you do not get taken as a pushover, okay? You're a good person, and some people might try and take advantage of that. Still, you're our friend. So we just want you to be happy, Grace. Regardless of what anyone else says or thinks, at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you are happy. Right? But even so... yeah, you're right. Just make sure you are happy. Your husband will come to know you better than anyone, so I'm sure everything will work out just fine. I get your concerns, guys, but thank you. He really is a great person. I think he's perfect for me. I know you guys are only worrying because you're my friends, so thank you. But I promise I'll be living a happy life with this guy. It just goes to show what kind of good friends you are, right? But just wait and see. You'll soon see how happy I am. Oh, Grace, you look wonderful. After today, we really will become like mother and daughter. I know that it must have been a great struggle for you to get the marriage to go through and get to this point. I just wanted to say thank you for seeing my Simon in such a good way and for loving him as you have up until now. Although his father was a no-good loser, I promise that Simon is nothing like his father. I promise he'll never, ever ignore you or ever make you feel uncomfortable in any way whatsoever. If by any chance Simon does act in any way that might even remotely remember his late father, then I'm sure it's just because it still hasn't even been a year since his passing. It made quite an impact on Simon is all. Since I'll more than likely be quite busy with work, we won't be able to see each other as much as I'd like, but let's make time when we can, okay? I hope you and Simon live happily together. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm also very happy that the day is finally here. And don't worry, I'm pretty sure everyone here, including me, already knows how much of a good person Simon is. There really is no need to worry. The pair of us will be fine as long as we have each other. Sorry to interrupt, guys, but I'm afraid it's almost time for the bride to prepare to make her entrance. And if the rest of the guests could please make their way to their designated seats, we'll begin shortly. I'll take care of the dressing room, so please make your way into the hall as soon as you can. Well then, the time is finally here. Okay, I better be off then. I have to go, so I'll see you soon, Grace. Hello? Mom? Are you home? We've arrived. Oh! Simon, is that you? You're back a little soon, aren't you? How are your travels? Did you guys have a good honeymoon? You didn't have any trouble or problems now, did you? No problems at all. We had a blast, really. We made memories that will last a lifetime. Oh, and we also bought you a gift, too. A gift? Why, there's really no need for that. I'm just glad the pair of you had a lovely time. It's not quite lunchtime yet, but I imagine both of you must be starving, right? Here, come on in and take a seat. I'll fix something up for both of you. Huh? Mom? Mom, what is this thing? It's over here, too. What is this thing all over the place? Huh? Simon, honey? What's all the fuss? Is something wrong? What are all these tags on everything? Are you planning on selling a bunch of stuff or something? Well, you see, it's really no big deal. How about we eat first, okay? You must be hungry after all. Let's take our time having a nice meal and we can talk afterwards. I mean, I'm not exactly starving, but... Mom, why are these things absolutely everywhere? Oh, fine. As I'm sure you're both already well aware, after your father passed away, we received a pretty hefty payment from his life insurance company. Well, we used all of the money to escape the seemingly endless amount of debt he accumulated through the mismanagement of that business of his. He was, for the most part, as well as me, under the impression that the insurance money would be more than enough to handle the cost of all that debt. But then, of course, the pair of you got married and there wasn't really any funds left to help pay for it. Then after the pair of you went away on your honeymoon trip, some people came over here to put repossession tags on all of our things. It seems that even after his passing, that man's darn wreck of a business is still causing us stress and ruining our lives even now. I already accepted that living was going to end up being difficult after having to deal with the debt he'd managed to pile up before. But thanks to all of his gambling with businesses, it turns out he'd taken out another loan, so now we've had to accumulate even more debt because of that man. As for me, well, I don't even think I have any way of feeding myself from this day onwards. From today, everything that you see before you in this house, including all the clothes in my wardrobe, will almost likely end up getting repossessed. But even so, seeing as you guys have come back from your honeymoon, I thought I'd invite you over here one last time for a final meal in this house. I would love to say I'm surprised, but knowing my dad, I'm really not. How on earth did that guy end up getting himself into such a big mess like this? So then, now what? Mom, what are you going to do? No, why didn't you ever mention this? You should have told me about this, Mom. If you end up losing this place, then where on earth are you planning on going to? Then, no. Did you speak to my sister? Does Sarah know about all of this? You can't possibly have planned to live with her. She's only living in that cramped one-bedroom apartment right now, isn't she? If you end up going there, how do you expect to be able to live like that? Well, yes, it might be tough for me to go and live there, but still. There's no way I could possibly place that burden on the pair of you. You've only just gotten married after all. Besides, I couldn't bring the newest member of our family into this. It has nothing to do with poor Grace here. She's never even seen the darn man's face that has caused all of this trouble and suffering. So there was no way I could cause her to suffer because of him too. Oh, please, don't think like that. I know you must have been terribly worried, but even so, we're family. And families are supposed to help one another. Besides, how could I possibly just leave you to fend for yourself all alone in a situation like this? I'm afraid I'm too ashamed to even show my face to you, Grace. I'm so sorry you've had to be brought into all of this. I told you both that I'd sort this entire mess up myself, but I've done nothing but let the pair of you down. I'm so sorry, Grace. That debt-dodging husband of mine. He escaped this life and all of his debt along with it. I hadn't even seen him for a good while before he passed away. But even after his death, it's still me and my family that have to deal with the consequences of his failures. Even now, my poor daughter-in-law, who is so undeniably beautiful and kind. I can't even bear to face you because of that man. I really can't tell you how sorry I am for all of this. Please, there really is no need to apologize. Like I told you before, we're all family now, aren't we? In that case, we can sort all of this out in no time. But this time, let's do it together, okay? As a family. Yeah, Grace is right. First things first. I'll take a look into the loan that Dad took out all those years ago. But before that, let's all calm down and have something to eat, okay? Then after lunch, go and pack up your things and come over to our place. You can come and stay with us for a while, okay? In the meantime, I'll do what I can to try and save this house and get everything back in order again. Yeah, exactly. That sounds like a good idea. You can come and spend some time with us at our place, ma'am. Plus, we already have a spare room that's not being used over at our place, so it won't be any hindrance towards us at all. Please, ma'am, you don't have to say sorry for anything, okay? Are you both really sure? Oh, thank you both. Thank you ever so much. Hello, Mom. Just wanted to let you know that we've decided to let Simon's mom come and stay at our place for a little while. I thought I should let you know, hence why I'm calling. Simon's mom? Coming to stay at your place? But why? Has something happened? Well, you see, as I told you before about Simon's dad, well, it seems that on top of all the debt he had piled up, it looks like he also ended up taking out another loan that he couldn't pay back before he passed away. What? Are you serious? Tell me that's not true. So there's even more debt than we previously thought? I thought you told me that his mom said she was going to sort all of that stuff out. Well, it came out that Simon's mom hadn't even seen him for a few years before he passed away. Apparently, during that time, his dad was still messing around and gambling with the business that he ended up accumulating even more debt. Seeing as she hadn't even seen her own husband's face for what had been a few years, there was no way she could have known what kind of antics he was getting up to back then. It's because of all of this that everything she owns in her house is at risk of being repossessed now. There was no way me or Simon could just leave her all alone to fend for herself in that house. So we both decided to let her come and stay with us at our place just for a little while. I always knew there'd be times when we'd need a spare room for some reason or another. That's why I ended up working so hard to save money and buy a house that had one. Even so, Grace, this is a big problem. One big problem that I warned you about countless times. Then what about the debt? How on earth is that going to get sorted? Those dastardly loan sharks aren't going to end up suddenly coming looking for you too now, are they? Well, Simon is looking into ways to sort everything out right now as we speak. But the most important thing is that we look after his mom right now and figure out what to do next, right? But Grace, is this really right? I told you so many times how worried I was about things like this happening. I'm not trying to come across as stuck up or anything like that, but I never raised my only daughter to have to live a life with problems such as this. Hence why you've become as diligent and intelligent as you are, saving your money well at every chance you get. But it seems that now you've gone and bought your own place to go and live in. You've received merely a small, poor excuse of a ring through this marriage. My words might come across as harsh, but I'm afraid if I don't say what I need to say now, I'll come to regret it later on. Don't get me wrong. I know that Simon is a good man. I know he treats you well and takes good care of you like a husband should. But even so, in what kind of marriage does anybody need to deal with problems as taxing as this? No matter how good of a person he is, you can't avoid the situation you're involved in now. You have to remember you're not an in-law to me. You're my daughter and the most important person to me in the world. However, as soon as you got married, all of these problems have arisen because of Simon's father's debt, just as I said they would. And now suddenly it's down to you and your responsibility to take care of his mother in your own home. I'm sorry, but what kind of husband expects his wife to do that kind of thing? Surely Simon understands that this isn't of any relation to you, right? Grace, my darling, your father and I raised you as delicately and tenderly as a flower as to ensure that you could live a good life and not have to cause us to worry about our only daughter. But just look at what's happened. Just as it always does in nature, the prettiest of flowers always end up getting surrounded by weeds. If things carry on as they are, then soon you'll end up just like that too. And I can't afford to let that happen. Mom, I'm afraid if you're really going to talk that way and say things such as that, I'm going to have to stop talking to you. As of right now, everything is fine. I'm not having any issues at the minute, okay? For now, try not to say such harsh and irrational things so hastily and just wait a little while for things to sort themselves out. But Grace... Look, I've got to go, but I'll call you again a little later on, okay? Goodbye for now. We've set your blanket and things down here, so this will be where you can sleep for tonight. I know it's not the best, but it's only for tonight, so I hope it won't be too hard to get to sleep. Tomorrow I'll head out to the store and pick up a proper mattress for you to sleep on. Oh, Grace. Thank you ever so much. But really, there's no need to go through all that trouble to buy me a mattress. I'm sure as long as I have a blanket, I'll be fine. If anything, I should be apologizing to you right now. I'm so sorry I've ended up having to come and stay at your house so shamelessly like this. Please, you really don't need to do anything else. You've accommodated to me so much already. I'm doing this because I don't want to see you so uncomfortable, ma'am. If I can make your stay here as comfortable as I can, then I too will be at ease. Oh my. How on earth did I get so lucky to have such a kind and generous daughter-in-law like you? It really seems as though I must have done something amazingly good in a previous life to deserve all of this. Hey, Mom. I took a look into Dad's debt and loans earlier, like I said, but I have to say, he has a lot more unpaid debt left than I first thought. I thought perhaps seeing as neither your house or Grace's house has ever been taken out as security for securing a loan, that perhaps I could take out a loan first and pay it back, but I think even that wouldn't make a dent in the debt that's been piled up. On top of that, the house, well, it's still under Dad's name. So even if we were to just give the house up and not pay anything back, they'll still have to take everything out of the house, and I'm not 100% sure we'd be able to replace all of those things. Oh dear. Is that so? Then that must mean there really is no way of us living in that house then, is there? Oh, what to do? What to do? That darn man caused all of this. You were the head of this damn family, weren't you? You were supposed to be thinking about your family, not how to fill your darn pockets. Is this really what awaits me? Is this really my fate? Even as my husband, out of all the things he could have left behind for his family, all he gave us was his darn debt and nothing else. For my entire life, all I've done is work hard day in and day out for a man that spent all of his money like it was going out of fashion. But finally, the result of all my hard work is that I don't even have a house to live in at the end of it. Oh, I can't even think right now. Come on now, you don't need to think like that. Let's just try and calm down a little bit, okay? If you keep fretting and getting as worked up as you are now, I fear that you'll give yourself a heart attack. Oh, Grace. Do you really think that compared to everything my heart has had to go through, something as minute as a heart attack would really hurt me? That damn human never thought once about me or his family, throwing my heart out at every chance he could get. Because of that, no matter what happens, my heart can't hurt any more than it does already. Oh my lord, this really is it for me, isn't it? I know it's hard to let go of the house like that, Mom, but it's not like we really made any good memories in that house, did we? Everything in that house is old and decrepit anyway. Even just looking at it makes me think of Dad so much so that, even now, just the thought of being in that house makes me shudder. So if anything, it's not entirely a bad thing to see it go. Therefore, there's no reason for you to be upset, right? You should be glad you escaped from that place, too. If it goes, it goes. You can stay here for as long as you need. But Simon, you're missing the point. This isn't our home, is it? This home is for you and Grace, not for me. I can't possibly just stay here and do as I please in a place that isn't mine. That just isn't right. I might be your mom, but as your mom, I don't want to become a burden to either one of you. Besides, I can go back to work. It's not a problem. What I'm trying to say is that if I can start working, then I might be able to find myself a little house somewhere where I can live and be out of your hair as soon as possible. But ma'am, where do you really plan on going? Plus, we both know you've been having a ton of problems with that hip of yours lately, haven't you? If you were to start working again, then it's only going to get worse and worse. On top of that, I'm not just your daughter-in-law. I'm also a nurse too, you know. Did you really think that I didn't know about your condition even after you'd been to our hospital so many times? But Grace, even though that is the case, how can I possibly be as shameless as this to expect such treatment from you both? If you think I'm just letting you stay here free of charge, then I'm afraid you have been truly mistaken. Just think. Later. And I really mean a while later. If me and Simon were to have a child, there'll be a point where we will both have to go out and work, right? So if you were to be here at home to look after our baby, it would work out perfectly for all of us. Therefore, there's no reason why I wouldn't want to have you here. You know what I'm trying to say here, right? See? You know I'm right in what I'm saying, don't you? Do you really think it would be such a problem for us to have you live here? Grace is right, Mom. You know how busy nurses get with work, don't you? It's no joke. If me and Grace were to have to be working at the same time, there'd be little time for us to take care of the house and things like that. And besides, like Grace said, if we were to end up having a baby, we'd certainly need help with caring for them too. If you think about how much you're going to be able to help us by being here, then you'll soon see that there's no reason for you to be sorry at all, right? Oh, guys, you two really are the best. Okay then, if you really believe I won't be much trouble, while you pair are both out working, I promise to take care of all the house chores and everything else around here, okay? Oh, Grace, thank you. I'll forever be grateful for the amount of kindness you've shown me. I'm so very thankful. Oh, ma'am, come on now, please don't cry, okay? There's really no need. Let's just all do our best to enjoy living together. Oh, Grace! No, it's fine! I told you I'd do that for you. You must be so tired having just finished work, so please don't worry about doing all these things here and there. I'll do it. You'll work yourself to the grave this way. Oh, no. Please don't worry, ma'am. I just got really peckish for a grilled cheese sandwich all of a sudden, so I thought I'd make myself one. Don't worry, honestly. I can sort it. It's really nothing. I promise it's just this once. But Grace, you ended up making last night's dinner and this morning's breakfast a lot faster than I was able to. If you keep going on like this, then there will be nothing left for me to do. I'm not just going to sit in this house and let you feed me for nothing, you know. Oh, ma'am, come on now. You always do all of our washing and laundry. Not to mention the cleaning you do each and every day, too. Grace, did you really forget the reason why I'm here in the first place? Now, come on. Watch. Out the way. I'll make you the best grilled cheese you've ever tasted. So in the meantime, you go get yourself cleaned up and get some rest. Then how about we prepare it together? I also really want to eat some of your famous macaroni and cheese, so how about we both make it together? That'll be good, right? In that case, I'll make your grilled cheese and I'll prepare the most delicious mac and cheese for you, too. Just please, go and rest. Oh, but I'm afraid I'm that hungry. I really want to eat now. If we cook both together, then we'll get it done quicker, right? Oh, Grace, what am I supposed to do? How can I ever begin to repay someone as kind as you if you don't even let me cook for you, huh? And what are you two guys having so much fun with over here, huh? You're starting to make me jealous. Ooh, is that a grilled cheese you're making? Oh, and I smell mac and cheese, too. Don't tell me. Is this our dinner for tonight? Well, somebody's nose is clearly working well. Yes, that's right. Your lovely wife said she's been craving a grilled cheese. I've tried many times to tell her I can make one for her, but she doesn't seem to be listening. Is that really so? Well, I guess my wife is just too perfect then, isn't she? Did you see that, ma'am? This is exactly how I became the wife that your son seems to love ever so dearly, you know? So come on now. If I let you do all the work, he won't see me in the same way now, will he? Oh, you two. Fine, I'll let you in this time. But make sure you leave at least something for me to do, okay? I feel like the longer I live here, the more brazen I become. I have to do something to pull my weight around here. If you really need something to do, then just focus on staying healthy for us. Besides, like Grace said earlier, you've already been on top of the cleaning and laundry ever since you moved in here. That's right. If in the daytime when we're not here you ever feel bored at all, please feel free to take some time outside to go for a walk or meet your friends, okay? If you stay stuck inside doing house chores all day, your hip is bound to end up getting hurt again. We can always do whatever chores that are left over together on the weekends, okay? Bored? Oh, Grace, before you leave for work, when you get home from work, on the weekends, you're always doing the housework. How can I be worried about anything if I have nothing that needs to be done? If anything, I feel like you're overdoing all of your work because of me, so you should be worrying about yourself. Please, leave at least a little bit of the work to me. It's the least I could do. Why don't the both of you just do a little bit at a time? I'll join in too, so I'm sure it'll get done regardless. Oh, that's right. I forgot to ask you earlier. Did you get a call from Sarah? Oh, your sister. Well, actually, a phone call did come in earlier, and we spoke for a little while. Why? Did she give you a call too? Yeah, she called me as well. She said since it's the weekend tomorrow, she'll come over and we should have a meal together or something like that. Ah, is Sarah coming over tomorrow? I'm afraid I'm not sure how much food we have in at the minute, so how about we go out to eat tomorrow instead? Oh, don't worry about that. I'll go out tomorrow morning and fetch some groceries for us all. So in that case, Grace, you better get some good rest, okay? Don't go waking up early tomorrow morning, okay? Stay in bed as long as you like. The weekends are for resting after all, aren't they? Especially for such a hardworking woman like yourself. Sarah said seeing as she still hasn't been over to visit since we got married, she wants to come over and have a look at the place. You've been staying here with us for a little while now, Mom. I still haven't told Sarah that you're here, so it'll be nice for you to be here when she arrives. We can always order food in to eat, so neither of you worry too much about making a fuss for tomorrow, okay? Oh, Simon, there's no way you really just want to order takeout, is there? How long has it been since we've all had dinner together? Huh? Me, you, your sister, and now our darling Grace. I'll head out tomorrow to get some groceries, and I'll make everyone's favorite beef casserole. I heard you're also a fan of beef casserole, too. Is that right, Grace? Then there we go. There shouldn't be a problem. Yes, that's right. But in that case, let's go to the supermarket together tomorrow morning. I'm afraid I have this weird thing where I simply really like going grocery shopping. Would it be okay for me to come along with you? Oh, Simon, please talk to your wife. It seems she's having ever such a hard time stopping being so incredibly kind. If you keep doing everything yourself like this, I'll end up getting lazy, you know. And that's not a good thing at my age. Fine then. When you wake up tomorrow morning, we'll head over to the supermarket together. Then I'll come too. I can give you both a ride to and from the mart, and if the groceries are too big or heavy, I can help bring them inside. How does that sound? Oh, okay then. Let's all go together tomorrow. I can't help but smile when I'm around the two of you, honestly. Thank you so much. The pair of you. Whoa! Well, would you look at that? Your house looks amazing! Did Grace really manage to buy a house like this? I thought you said she saved all the money herself and bought this on her own. Are you saying it wasn't given to her by her parents? Come on, how many times have I told you? Grace had to save up for several years to be able to afford this place. I think she bought it maybe half a year or so before we got married, and it was a new build too. Well, then I guess you really have a keeper in Grace, huh? Don't go letting her get away. Not just that, but the location is great too. I never knew this neighborhood had houses of this size. It's so spacious on the inside too. And look at the rooms. They're so nice and wide with the great big windows that let all that natural light in. Sarah must be here. I should have known only one person would be making that amount of noise as soon as they got here. Oh, hey, Mom. Are you sure this is right? Simon isn't playing some kind of sick joke on me now, is he? If I'd met a husband who was as good as Grace, then I never would have ended up getting a divorce. I'd be living good like Simon too by now. But no, unfortunately, I had to go and meet an idiot with no prospects and end up buying the most embarrassing shack of a house in the neighborhood. Now, Sarah. There's no need to bring all that stuff up now, is there? You haven't come all the way to your brother's new home just to say that, have you? Well, I'm just being honest. I know you've been thinking the same thing. That's why you've been spending your time here instead of coming to live at my place, isn't it? If I'm being honest, even I'm not sure how both of us would have managed to live in a one-room apartment as narrow and cramped as mine. It's tough enough as it is living in that dump of a place on my own. Sarah, good to see you. I'm glad you like the place. Come and take a seat. Let's all have something to eat. Your mom prepared a beef casserole that she says both you and Simon absolutely go crazy for. It already looks amazing. I'm sure it'll live up to all the hype I've heard about it so far. Oh, okay. Sure. Now that you mention it, I am quite hungry. Whoa! Even the damn kitchen looks amazing! Did you get an architect in to design this? Oh my, that casserole smells so good! It's been so long since I ate some of your cooking, Mom. I can't wait to dig in. Oh, but that's right, I forgot to mention. So what's going to happen to our old house? Has it been decided? When I went there before, everything seemed to be in such a mess, so... of course. Seeing as our dad went straight to hell, it's only right we'd have to pay for his mistakes. Seriously, how can anyone live like that? Shush! No matter how true that may be, he was still your father. And besides, your sister-in-law is sat right here, so let's try not to scare her, okay? What? Did I say something wrong? It's nothing that you haven't already said before. Besides, thankfully that man died well before Grace had the chance to meet him, so what's the problem? Plus, why do you care who knows about him? He was nothing more than a waste of space who couldn't afford to pay back a penny of the mountain of debt he owed. Always out gambling his money away instead of finding himself a job and working like a real man. And let's not forget everything I had to go through. Since I was little, I was always transferring from school to school and moving houses because of him. Do you not think that's messed with my head a little? At any rate, it's not like he's ever been of any help towards me or my life. Anyway, all of that's beside the point. I thought I asked you what the deal is with the house. We're letting it go. We've also decided to give up any chance of receiving it as inheritance.
Seeing as it's still in Dad's name, there's really no point. But even so, if only I had known all of this before, I'd have most definitely changed the name on the house as soon as he died.
That might be so, son. But how was anyone to know that there would still be this much debt left to pay even after he passed? Anyway, that's that. At least we can solve this issue by letting the house go. So either way, I'm relieved. Besides, the issue of me finding somewhere to live has also been sorted, so we really don't need to keep thinking about it, do we? The most important thing is that we can all live more comfortably now from this day onwards.
Huh? Somewhere to live? What do you mean by that? Did you buy a new house? With what money? No, both me and Grace have decided to let Mom stay here and live with us. We thought that rather than her going through all of the hassle of trying to find a new house right away, it would be better for her to live here together with us. If in the case we end up having a baby, we'd have no problem finding someone to help us take care of them while we were out at work. I think it's just a lot better for everyone to have her living here instead. So you're saying Mom is going to be living here with you guys from now on? I see. So then, in that case, living here with you really is no different than if you were to buy her a house to live in for free. Well, Simon, you really are an amazing son, aren't you? But I have to say, it's almost like you guys are all living together as a family again, but just without me.
Well, Sarah, you can always move out and find yourself a place a lot closer to here, can't you? Then I'd be able to cook and bring you something to eat almost every day.
That does sound great, but I want to live here with you guys too. Isn't it better for families the closer they are to each other, right? So it'd be even better if we were all living here together. What do you think, Grace? It would be okay, right? It's so exhausting and cumbersome living in such a narrow one-room apartment like mine.
Sorry? You want to come and live here too, Sarah? Well, I mean, I'm afraid this house isn't big enough to have 4 people living here. It just wasn't built for that many people, you see. If we all lived together, then it wouldn't really be any different than living in a one-room apartment like you are now.
Hey, come on now. You know that's not true. Besides, it'd be fun. Don't you remember that time before? You said you really wanted to eat McDonald's, so what did I do? I came and brought you it, didn't I? Even after something as kind as that, you still won't let me come and live together with you guys?
Well, I imagine it must be quite hard living alone in a one-room apartment no bigger than a walk-in wardrobe. It is just like Grace always says. We are a family after all. And being a family means helping one another. If we were all to live here together, and in the case that Simon and Grace were to end up having a baby, then Sarah can just move back out and I'll still be able to stay here and look after the child, right?
Well, I mean, let's say she does move in here. Is she really going to do all of the house chores like we need? Is she going to make sure she helps out around the house? Of course I will. What do you take me for? I'm not entirely useless, you know. Plus, if I were to stay here, I wouldn't have to spend anywhere near as much money as I do now. I'd actually be able to save some money for once. I don't have any thoughts about ruining your lives either, so you don't have to worry about that happening. Come on, guys. You've got to remember, I've been living alone ever since I got divorced. And I've been ever so lonely in that damn apartment all on my own. All I want is to live beside my family for a little is all.
I guess so. It must be quite hard for anyone living alone, especially after a divorce. In that case, come and stay here with us.
I understand the situation and all, but let's not forget my house only has 2 bedrooms and no more.
Oh, well, that's no problem. She can always come and sleep in the same room as me. She is my daughter after all, so there should be no problem. Plus, it's been a while since I've lived together under the same roof as my family. I'm sure living together would be great for all of us, don't you think?
Well, then in that case, I'll clear out the main bedroom a little more and then both of you can stay in there together. Besides, seeing as we've only just got married, we'd rather sleep a lot closer together. It only makes sense that you guys should use the wider room. And even if we were to have a child, you can always have them sleep with you in the main bedroom too, right, Mom?
Simon, you can't just decide on this kind of thing so suddenly like that.
What? Are you saying we can't have them stay here? Come on now, Grace. You're still only one person. Think about how much more help you'll get with running the house. Just think. All you'd have to do is go to and from work and not have to worry about anything else. Surely that's enough to put your mind at ease, right? You're always so tired when you come back from work as it is. This'll take a whole weight off of your shoulders.
Simon has a very good point, Grace. I'm sure it'll be a lot more comfortable for you too if Sarah was to come and live here with us. Besides, Sarah will also be having to go out to work every day too. So I can't imagine the house will be feeling too overly crowded. On top of that, she pretty much has plans almost every weekend anyway. So she'll end up being out of the house then too. As a family, it's only right for us to help one another out like this, isn't it? You said it yourself, too. I know that this might be your house, but seeing as we're all family now, there isn't anything that we can't share together, is there? And seeing as Simon thinks everything will be okay, then I don't see it having any effect on your guys' relationship. I think I should have a talk with Simon about all of this first, and then I'll get back to you on that. Oh, come on now. What is there that you guys must possibly need to talk about now, huh? Well, even so, this house was made for a couple to live in. That couple being me and Simon. I just want to have a little conversation with him as a couple is all. Oh, I see. It seems you're also quite a complicated person too, then. Fine then. Have a little chat with Simon about it. Simon? What do you think you're doing? Do you have any idea what you're suggesting to them right now?
Huh? Why? You were the one who suggested my mom come and stay with us first, weren't you? And you even said yourself that family has to help each other out. I don't see how this situation is any different to the one we had with my mom.
No, Simon, it's not the same. Your mom had absolutely nowhere to go at the time, hence why we agreed to let her stay here. But as for your sister, she already has a place of her own to stay, doesn't she?
That might be the case, but even you've seen how tiny that apartment of hers is. It's not fair for anyone to have to live in a place like that. Are we really going to just reject my sister like that as soon as she opens her mouth to ask us for help?
I opened my heart more than wide enough for your mom to come and stay here, Simon. But even you know that if your sister moves in, she's only going to want to bicker with me. We were lucky enough after getting married that we didn't have to move into one of our family homes, but now it seems like we may as well have done so.
Don't compare our situation to something like that. You're talking as though my mom coerced you into doing something like this. That was never the case, Grace. Of course, I know my sister has her flaws and can be known to nitpick over little things, but you know just as well as I do that she's not a bad person. And besides, it's not like we're agreeing to live together with them forever, is it? It just so happens that now is a bit of a difficult time for them, and thankfully we're in the position where we're able to help them both.
I understand what you're saying, but your sister only came over to take a look at our place. As soon as she heard that your mom was staying here with us, it wasn't long before she started asking if she could stay here too. If she hadn't found out your mom was staying here, she wouldn't have mentioned anything. Do you really think she's having that much of a hard time at her own place? Because I don't. She's only saying this because she's seen how happy and comfortable your mom is living here with us.
If by any chance that is the case, just listen to yourself. We can't be talking and thinking that way about our family. And regardless, is preparing just one room for the two of them really that difficult? Is it really too much to ask? Let's turn it around. If it were your mom and dad who were in a tough situation and needed a place to go so they came here, I wouldn't even hesitate for a second and have them stay here with us without a shadow of a doubt.
Even so, Simon, my parents don't have that problem right now, so that's irrelevant. And what did you say earlier? You're going to give them the main bedroom? Our bedroom? Why are you just going about this as you please? Is your name written down as the owner of this house? In the very end, you can't assert any claim of ownership of this house, Simon. You should have consulted me first. If you look at everything, not only is the house mine, but also all of the electronics and appliances. So honestly, I think my opinion should be number one when it comes to anything to do with this house. I know I told your mom that she could stay here with us, and I don't regret doing that at all. But where on earth are the people who said that they wanted to live together with your sister here? Because I'm not one of them.
What? So you're saying I have no right to anything in this house? Have I not contributed anything? Fine. So I'm just supposed to sit here and accept the fact that I'm just somebody who owns nothing and has no part to play in this house? Is that what you're saying? Is this really the way you want to treat your own husband? What is this? Is it because our family isn't as good as yours? Is it because my mom lost the house that you're going to turn your back on us? In that case, I'll go and tell both my mom and my sister that despite all their thanks and appreciation, we have to let them down. Is that really what you want? Is that really how you want to talk to them?
Simon, come on. That isn't what I'm saying right now. If that was the case, then why would I have dragged this conversation all the way to this point? But look at it this way. When you were busy discussing how you were going to accommodate everyone in our house earlier, did you stop for a second and think about how I felt about all of this? No, you didn't. What you did was you continued to talk about both your mom and your sister moving in here with little to no thought. So please, don't talk to me as though you think I'm being self-centered about this.
That's why I explained everything to you in such detail just now. All I'm asking is you to help them out a little in a time of need. Don't tell me you're the kind of girl that can't even comprehend something as simple as that, are you? If that really is the case, then why on earth would you agree to having my mom come and stay here together with us in the first place? If you hadn't have suggested that way back then I'm sure my sister wouldn't have bothered asking you to stay here either, would she?
Are you trying to say this is my fault? Was it a mistake for me to want to help your mom out when she had literally nothing of her own? No home, no possessions, no nothing. Fine. If that's really what you think, I'm done talking.
Anyway, I'm going to tell Sarah that she's more than welcome to come and stay here with us. So whether you like it or not, you'll have to deal with it. What's more, if we all live together, you'll be getting a whole lot more help with things around the house, so I really don't see the problem. So please, stop being so needlessly annoying and making such a fuss about everything. What? You're really not going to talk? Fine. I'm going back out there.
What have I done? Why on earth did I agree to get married to a human like that? You must have lost your mind, Grace. What were you thinking? Anyway, I suppose it's better to realize this now rather than not at all.
Why? What did Grace end up saying about it? She can't stand the idea of having Sarah stay here. Well, I never. If that's the case and she feels so strongly about it, perhaps there's no reason why she won't go as far as kicking me out either then. Don't be silly. It's all sorted now. You're not leaving here, so don't worry. As for you, Sarah, go and organize whatever it is you need to organize and bring your stuff over here. I already cleared out the main room earlier anyway. Okay, thank you. I'll be back soon, okay? I'll head over to the real estate agents today, too. I'll see if they can't sort something out for me to get all my stuff moved over here. Ha! See you later, you stinky little one-room apartment. Hello, house life. Oh, isn't it just lovely seeing how excited Sarah is to be living together with us again? But listen here. You be careful now, okay? Make sure you give me a call as soon as you get home, okay? Yeah, I got it. I'll contact you once I arrive at my place.
Hello there. Welcome to Sunny Homes Real Estate. How can I help you today? Oh, back again already? Are you looking for a second house? Or perhaps another place to stay? If I'm not mistaken, it hasn't been that long since you signed the contract for your previous property. Isn't that right? Yes, well, that is correct. I've come because I'm looking to let go of the house, you see. I'm not planning on living there anymore. I see. Well then, in that case, it shouldn't be a problem. The price of your house has actually increased a bit since you moved in, but seeing as the location is well sought after, I'm sure we'll be able to sell it in no time. Now then, do you have a specific date in mind in which you plan to leave the residence? Well, no, but as soon as feasibly possible would be great. If possible, right now would be even better too. I see. So you want to get this place on the market and out of your hands rather quickly then. Seeing as it is such a lovely house, I'll put it up on the market right away, and as soon as I receive any contact from an interested buyer, I'll be in touch. Okay, yes, that would be great. As soon as you can, please. Why, of course. Only the best for our customers. See you soon. Have a good day.
Hey, Mom! I'll be out of that stinky little apartment by tomorrow, so be ready to help me bring in all my stuff, okay?
Oh, wow. You're leaving already? You certainly got that done a lot faster than I first expected. Oh, how splendid. I was just about to start making some cookies, too. So if you get here as quick as you can, we can make a batch or two together.
Cookies? Like the ones you used to make when we were kids? Oh, so delicious. Okay, I'll be over right away. But first I'll organize whatever stuff I have left over here, and once I'm finished, I'll head straight over there.
Oh? In that case, do you have a lot of stuff to sort? Do you need your mom to come over and give you a hand?
No, I'm sure I'll be fine. I can hardly breathe in here, it's so small, so I can't possibly have that many belongings. I'm going to contact Simon when I need to leave, so as long as he can help me pack my stuff into his car, I think I'll be okay.
Okay, only if you're sure. Oh my, how long has it been? Finally, our little family will be back together living happily once again. Oh, you're both here. How wonderful. Good job moving all of her stuff. It must have been a struggle for you both.
My back. I feel like I've pulled something. What the heck did you pack, Sarah? I thought you said you didn't have a lot of stuff, but we barely made it fit in my car. Oh, behave yourself now. It isn't even that much. This is barely nothing. You should have seen how much stuff I had in my last place. But anyway, where's Grace? Is she not here? Has she gone to work or something? Yeah, she's at work right now. One of us has to. I took today off as annual leave to help you with your stuff, so... But saying that, I'm not sure if she'll even end up coming home today or not. She's been pretty angry with me recently and ended up going to stay at her parents' place. Huh? Why on earth is she angry with you for? Did you guys have an argument or something? I thought those kinds of things were a normal part of married life, no? Yeah, well, you're right. These things happen from time to time, I guess. Anyway, I'm sure she'll be back home by tomorrow.
Come on, Simon. Surely she's not that angry at you. It's just not in her character, right? Besides, she's been spending so many days here laughing and joking and having a good time with the pair of us. I was under the impression we were all just a happy family.
Yeah, that might be so, but I can assure you her personality is no joke. She was already pretty annoyed at the fact that I've let the pair of you stay here at our place without consulting her first. She kept asking me why I was acting as I pleased when this house is hers and not mine. What? No way. She really spoke to you like that? I really had no idea she was like that, actually. But I guess her personality is a lot more fiery and greedy than I first thought.
It certainly seems that way, doesn't it? I also had no idea. She mustn't forget that it was her who said that families should be helping each other while living together, not me. She soon changed her tune, so it seems. In any case, if she does end up turning up here, we'll have to crack down on her about the things she said.
If she comes back. Not only has she gone to stay at her parents' house, but she's took almost all of her clothes and possessions with her, too. I want to sort everything out with her, but I don't know if I can even be bothered going all the way over there. Anyway, Sarah, have you put all of your things in the main bedroom like I asked? If I'm honest with you, she seems like poison anyway. Huh? Oh, yeah, it's all in there. But you know, if she does end up leaving and not coming back, this place will just be like our own new family house, right?
Yes, that's right. And just think about how good that will be. Wow. Despite the absolute waste of space of a father you both had, it seems our Simon is 1,000,000 times the man his dad ever was. He's even got us our own place to stay.
Well, of course. Come on, Mom. That's a given, isn't it? I'm way much more like you than I am Dad anyway.
Huh? Who could that possibly be? Are we expecting visitors?
It's probably Grace, isn't it? She's probably that ashamed of the things she said she feels as though she needs to ring the doorbell.
No, little brother. Be nice to her, okay? This house is still technically her house, by the way.
We don't want to go upsetting her.
I'll go grab the door, okay? Oh, Grace! Where have you been this whole time?
Oh, wait a minute. Who the heck are you? Why, hello there. My name is Randy, and I've come from Sunny Homes Real Estate. I've come to take a look at the rooms in the property today. I did try and call to let you know I was on my way over, but I'm afraid nobody picked up the call. I'm sorry, what? You've come to look at the rooms? And for what reason do you need to do that? I'm afraid nobody here has been in contact with a real estate agent about putting the place on the market, so I'm sure you'll find there is no reason for you to be here. I'm sorry for any inconvenience. Oh, have I got the wrong address then? If you don't mind me asking, this is the residence of a Mrs. Grace Parker, is that correct? She came in a few days ago asking our firm to take a look around the property, so I'm afraid this has to be the right place. Well, yes, this is Mrs. Parker's house, that's correct. But may I ask why she's asked you to come and take a look at the house? Ah, that's simple. Mrs. Parker came in with the intention of placing this property on the market, so it's my job to come over and give it an inspection and evaluation. She seemed very urgent about everything and requested that I get the property on the market and sold as soon as possible. So I plan to have a look around and give it an evaluation shortly after. What? She's asked you to put the house on the market? Yes, that's correct. Anyway, I did try to contact the residents in advance to let them know I was on my way. However, I have already received prior permission from Mrs. Parker herself. I'm afraid it won't take very long at all, so would you mind if I come in and take a quick look around the property? Well... No, I'm afraid you can't come in. Perhaps another day, but you can't come in today, I'm afraid. Besides, we have no intention to put our house on the market, so please take that information with you and go back to where you came from. Oh. Well, you see, I received permission from the owner of the household, so... No! Now get out of here, would you? I told you to go! And don't think about coming back here either. What's going on out there? It doesn't sound like Grace's voice. In fact, now that I think about it, it doesn't sound like a girl's voice at all. Who could it be that's making that kind of noise? Well, it beats me. Although I did hear somebody mention Grace's name earlier, so perhaps it's a friend. Or somebody else who knows Grace. Hey, Simon! You need to go and get Grace and bring her back here now. That wife of yours is trying to put the house on the market. Huh? What did you say? Put the house on the market? She wants to sell the house? Did you not hear me or something? She's putting the house on the market. Why has she done this all of a sudden? Oh my word, what on earth has that wife of yours done? Why would she be trying to get rid of the house? You listen here, Simon. You need to go and find Grace this instant. Go and find her wherever she is and apologize and beg like your life depends on it. How big was this apartment that you had with her, huh? Look, if we don't want to be kicked out of this house, then we need to get a hold of Grace and you need to beg her to change her mind. Oh, my head. What the heck is going on? Fine, I'll go and get her. You pair wait here for us to come back. Hey, honey. It's me. Hey, where are you at? You haven't been home for a few days. You'll be coming home soon, right? Are you still feeling upset and angry about the argument we had? Is that why you're not coming home? Come on, honey, say something. Where are you? Are you at work? Then I'll come and pick you up. How's that?
No, Simon, I'm not at work. And no, you don't have to come and pick me up from anywhere. Anyway, for what reason are you texting me for?
Oh, you're not at work today. Then did you take the day off? Is it your annual leave? I mean, I took today off as annual leave too. If you had said something to me before, we could have gone on a date or something today. Anyway, some guy came to the house earlier. I'm sure it was all probably just some big mistake, but he said he came over because the house was being put on the market or some nonsense like that. You have no idea how surprised we all were earlier.
Mistake? No, there's no mistake. The house is being put on the market. That's why he came over today. I plan on selling the house. Besides, it's not like I'm going to be living there from now on anyway.
Huh? Grace? What are you talking about? Are we moving house or something? Ah, seeing as our family got a little bigger, you're looking for a wider and more spacious place to live, right? So you want to move to a place more like your parents' house then? In that case, why didn't you say anything before? You should have told me in advance, silly.
What on earth are you talking about? Why the heck would I want to be living in the same house as you and your family? I'm going to sell my house, and after that, I'm going to divorce you, Simon. So yes, I'll be sorting the divorce proceedings shortly. I mean, I was just going to send you a letter with the divorce invoice and details, but seeing as you've called, it's easier just to tell you over the phone. I just don't want to live with you anymore, Simon. I must have been absolutely out of my mind to have agreed to get married to you back then. All I've done is suffer ever since.
All you've done is suffer. Ever since we got married? What are you talking about? You're just playing around with me, aren't you? Of course, it's all just a prank, right? There's no way my Grace would ever say something like that and mean it.
Listen to me properly, Simon. You got married to me. What did you ever provide for us? It was me that gave everything for us in that house. I saved up so much money for that house. I bought all of the furniture. I kept it clean and tidy. Hell, even that damn car is mine. All of those things I bought through the work of my own sweat, blood, and tears. But not once, not even a single time did you ever thank me for anything that I did you? And then on top of all of that, you just gave permission to have your family stroll in and live in that house without consulting me as if it were your own. It really looks like you guys are as shameless and brazen as one another. You know that?
Oh, Grace, come on now. Come on, honey. It's really not like that. You're not really serious about divorcing me now, are you? Come on, Grace, tell me it's a joke. It has to be a joke. We still love each other. We can't get a divorce.
Love? Love? Please don't make me laugh. Do you even know what it means to love? Get a damn hold of yourself, would you, Simon? All you've ever done is look at your wife as if she's nothing more than a damn pushover, and in turn now your entire family sees me in the same way, expecting to get whatever they want. Does that really sound like the sort of person a woman should get married to? You and that darn family of yours just waltz straight into my house doing as you so well please. And so I'm going to do exactly as I please too and get rid of that house, sell it, and then get divorced from you. There you have it. Now you know. I'm leaving now.
Wait a minute. Don't go. Grace! Grace!
Simon, talk to me. How did it go? And Grace, what did she say? Is she coming home? She's not going to sell the house, right? She's going to take it off the market.
No. She said she's going to divorce me. She said seeing as she's getting rid of the house, she'll be stopping by at some point to take a look at it.
What? You can't be serious right now. She wants a divorce? Why does she want a divorce all of a sudden? I thought everything was going smoothly with you guys. All I ever hear from Mom is how well you guys get on. So why does she want to divorce you now so suddenly?
She said that even though this is her house, all we've done is act however we've wanted as though this place was our own. She also said that she always tried to look at us fairly, but said that we've only ever saw her as some kind of pushover.
Oh no. Oh dear, oh no. This can't happen. What in the world are we going to do now? Not only is she always so vile and neglectful towards my Sarah, but now she wants to go as far as to divorce my Simon, too. Oh my word. I can't keep living like this. I really can't. Wait a minute. Let's all just calm down and think about all of this for a second. Let's say if she really does get divorced, then what happens with the house? Surely the house and everything in it will get split evenly between the two of you, right? But isn't the house already in Grace's name?
That's right. I didn't even think of that. The house and all of the furniture and belongings, heck, even that damn car. It's all Grace's stuff. None of this is mine.
Well, what are you going to do about it? Don't just sit here sobbing. Go over there and beg her to take you back. Go and tell her all of this is your fault and that you're sorry. No, that's never going to work. Mom, let's go with him.
I'm sure if we all go and back him up, she'll change her mind, right? Yeah, I guess it's worth a shot. In that case, Sarah, you head back to your place first. You should probably head back to Sarah's with her too, Mom. I'll go over first and try to see if I can't reason with Grace and try to get her to come back here. What do you mean, go back to my place? I don't have a place anymore. I signed off on the contract earlier today and moved out right away. You told me that I could come in here whenever, so I didn't think I'd need to go back. What? You already signed off on the contract? Then what about the deposit? There was definitely a deposit in your housing contract. I can remember it clearly. Surely you can find a suitable house quickly with the money you got back from the deposit, right? Somewhere you and Mom can both go and live together. No, there was no deposit. It was one of those places that you can move in right away without the need of a deposit. Hence why I moved in there in the first place. And besides, I bought a new designer bag a few weeks back. So I'm afraid I'm all out of cash. I've ended up maxing out all of my credit cards, too. What? Sarah? Are you serious? Are you out of your damn mind? How can you be so reckless with money like that? What have I told you before about your spending habits? Do you really not use that brain of yours at all? In any case, this house was never ours to begin with. So why the heck did you sign off on the contract as quickly as you did? I've been working at the same place for years now, so I thought it'd be no time before I saved enough cash to find somewhere new. I was only in that place for a short time, and I thought I'd just spend my money as I wanted until I moved in with you and was finally able to start saving money properly. Oh dear. This really doesn't look good. It seems there's nothing we can do about this whole situation. If we end up getting kicked out of this house, which is the way it's going right now, we'll all end up living on the streets for sure. No, Mom. That can't happen. I won't let that happen. First, I better try and give Grace a call, too. I'm sure there will be some way I can reason with her. In the meantime, Mom, get your stuff ready. We need to be prepared to leave if it comes down to it. Hey, Grace, it's me, your big sister from another mister. What are you up to right now? Have you had dinner? If not, I was thinking about making my way over to wherever it is you're at right now. So how about we have a quick chat while I make my way over to you, huh? Hello, Sarah. I'm afraid I don't have anything more I need to say to any of you. Oh, come on now. There's no need to be saying things like that now, is there? We are all family, after all. I understand that this place is your house and all, but surely seeing as we're family, I'm sure there's some way we can discuss it with one another, right? Sarah, I've already done enough discussing about all of this with Simon, you see. But unfortunately, that brother of yours hasn't ever wanted to talk to me about anything or listen to my opinion ever since he invited you and your mother into my home. So surely you can see that I too now have no reason to discuss anything with any of you. Right? Grace, come on now. You shouldn't really think of us as just Simon's family now, should you? I've made up my mind, Sarah. It's done. I am going to divorce Simon and I'm going to sell the house. There's no changing my mind. The house is being put up on the market whether you like it or not, so pack up all of your belongings and get out of my house as soon as possible. Oh, give me that damn phone already, would you? Grace? Oh, Grace, honey, are you there? It's me, your mother-in-law. Now, what's all this nonsense I hear about you wanting to get a divorce with Simon all of a sudden, huh? You're not being serious about all that, are you? Ma'am, I am afraid I have already decided to get a divorce with your son. The house that was supposed to be for me and him as a newlywed's home has since become his family home, and that isn't a home I want to live in. I wanted to live comfortably and peacefully in a house that was my own. Hence why I worked so hard and saved so much money like I did. But unfortunately, without any consideration of me or my opinions whatsoever, you and your family have waltzed in there and treated as if it was your own place, and I'm afraid I can't watch that happen any longer. In any case, I'm going to send the document detailing the course of the divorce's proceedings to Simon's workplace, so please tell him to make sure he checks them. Now, Grace, come on now! Please, Grace! Oh dear. It seems as though she's still not given up. Is she really not exhausted yet? I know I told her earlier this morning to get away from here, but I really had no idea that she'd still be here now. Oh, Simon's mom has come back again? Why does she have to be like this? Yes, it seems that way. But this time she's brought that daughter along with her as well. If she's been turned away so many times before, I'm not exactly sure what she expects to accomplish by dragging her daughter all the way here, too. Fine. I'll go out and have a word with them. You stay here and rest. You've been through enough as it is. No, Mom, it's okay. Besides, you tried to speak to her earlier and she still came back here anyway. I'll go out and try to speak to them again. I'll be back soon, don't worry. I feel like I'll be able to sort it out for good this time. Are you sure? Okay, then fine. But I'll be back here keeping a watchful eye on things. If by any chance or at any point you feel threatened or harassed, you head back in here straight away, okay? You got that? I will, don't worry too much, Mom. Ma'am? Sarah? Please tell me, why have you come back here once again? Oh, Grace, you're here. But please, try not to look down on me with that kind of harsh expression too much. I know your heart must be hurting right now, isn't it? Oh, my dear. I'm so very sorry. I ended up bringing Sarah along with me this time. She can't stand the thought of you hurting as much as you are. Simon said the same thing, too. We all hate even the slightest thought of you being as upset as this. They weren't ignoring you at all. They just couldn't bear to show their faces in front of you is all. You understand that, right? Actually, no. I'm afraid I don't. I'm afraid what I do understand is exactly what kind of person that son of yours finally turned out to be. So unfortunately, regardless of whatever you have come here to say to me right now, it won't change my mind in the slightest. Oh, Grace, come on now. Are you just saying that because I ended up moving into your house too, right? I'm sorry. If it makes things better, then I'll leave right now, okay? I'll grab all my things and be on my way. I'll find a new place to stay and be out of your way in an instant. So maybe even just for a little while. Could you please just think about all of this again? Please? If we can't be there, then I'm afraid there's nowhere we can go. We don't have anywhere else to go but that house. But even so, if you get rid of the house as quickly as you are doing right now, what are any of us supposed to do? Well, you see, Sarah, that isn't actually anything I need to worry or think about. You're right. But if that really is the case and you really don't have anywhere else left to go, then perhaps next time you should think a lot more carefully about how you go about things. Especially just letting yourself into somebody else's home. As harsh as it might be to say, I'm afraid having not had the pleasure to meet him at least once, the issue of your dad's debt was also no concern of mine either. Even so, at that point in time, I tried to understand as I saw all of you as my new family. So why was it after all the help you received, not once did you think about thanking me? You merely saw it as something you deserved? Please, I don't want to have to ask you again. Leave and do not come back. Despite knowing about all of the debt, I still decided to marry Simon and take that risk because I loved him. But I didn't marry him under the condition that I would have to supply a place to live for both his mom and sister. Looking at my situation, surely you can see why anyone else in my shoes would be jumping at the chance to get a divorce. However, in the unlikely chance that you find someone who would happily stay in a marriage like that, please feel free to bring them to visit me. Oh, Grace, I know. I understand. I really do. Everything you've said is correct. This is all my fault. But even so, just think, please. Is it still really okay to do this all of a sudden? Of course, I'm not telling you to not get divorced. You should get divorced. I mean, if you want to. I got divorced too, you know. But if you could, if possible, please, could you leave us the house? Even if just for 1 year. Just a year. I promise, if you let us use it for just a year, I promise I'll keep it clean and leave as soon as the year is up. How about it? No means no, Sarah. As soon as me and your brother have finished our divorce proceedings, all of you need to leave the property right away. You have no right or any need to be in that house anymore. So then, have you said all you need to say? In that case, please make your way out of here. Oh, and one more thing. Please don't either of you ever think about coming back to my parents' house ever again. If by any chance you do decide to come back, I'll kick you out of the house way before the divorce is even over. It's now your responsibility to stay away from here and never come back. I've laid down the consequence clearly. Now then, please leave. Grace! No, please! Wait a minute! Grace! For me, it was the first time I'd ever found a house. Left the house and sold it so quickly like that before. However, thanks to the desirable location of the house, once it was put on the market and sold, it fetched back a heftier profit than I originally first thought. After finally divorcing Simon, I ended up finding a decent apartment of my own fairly close to my parents' house and finally decided to live there on my own. I guess my warning of kicking them out of the house instantly if they ever came back to my parents' house again must have been pretty scary, because after that day, I haven't seen or heard anything from Simon's mom or his sister. I did, however, once receive a rather funny text from his sister cursing me out about the house before, but I just took a screen capture of the message and sent it back to my ex-husband so he could, with his own eyes, see what kind of person his sister is. Despite never getting to meet Simon's father before he passed away, I truly thought that his family would be a lot different than what I had heard. But again, I was only left disappointed when I finally found out that they were all just as greedy and self-centered as each other. It was because of that there was no possible way on this earth that I wanted to live as a family with those kinds of people. Oh, and aside from that, I ended up quitting work in order to set up my own little cafe just outside my apartment. Of course, becoming and working as a nurse was for sure my biggest dream. But after seeing how people and their families can come in all kinds of forms, I felt like I had to change my career path to suit what I wanted a little better. I got a pretty decent payout from the hospital as part of my contract, and alongside the money from the house, I was able to set up a cafe that I could only envision in my dreams. A lot of the neighborhood residents flocked in during the opening week and helped spread the rumor of the delicious coffee at my cafe, thus resulting in me being busy pretty much every day. Plus, there's this one guy out of all the regulars who visits my cafe who I've become quite close to. And, well, if I'm honest, I feel like we might become more than friends soon. Since I go to stay with my parents sometimes, we only really get to meet with one another on the weekends. But my parents also really like him and his personality, so things are looking promising. More than anything, despite seeming as though my apartment is just left empty all the time, it's still nice to have my own place to go back to if I need my own space. However, even after meeting somebody that seems so good and suitable for me, I can't help but think about the past. There's a lot of things that you have to consider when meeting somebody, but especially when you think about getting married. There is an unfortunate chance of being disappointed somewhere down the line. Despite everything, at least for now, I seem to have gotten my life back together and I'm both happy and healthy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.